gonna get into that. Start the
It's yeah.
podcast.
I mean, we're
Start
live already, so
I've been reading a lot of Malcolm X and
wait, hold up.
a lot of like Black Panther stuff. Recently, I got a couple books on them, audiobooks and stuff.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay.
I, I, I saw this movie in like middle school. It's like when the Black Panther Party became so like dominant and like everyone was being so pro black and like really fighting for the issues that would help us, the us's of the community. That's when they're like, oh no, they're getting too powerful. Let us hop put this in the hood. Let it fester. And next thing you know, boom, every
Damn.
dad was on crack. Every teenager was selling crack. Baby mamas was on crack. Babies was crack babies. So they was doing something to try to stop the growth that was being had. And it's not a secret. It's not a conspiracy. It's literally right there. It's there. There are articles saying that there are people saying like, oh, like yeah, they did this in the 80s
Hoover.
to
Well,
yeah,
Hoover
Hoover
was in
to
the '60s. He all came into light. They even had like an informant inside the Black Panthers. I forgot his name, but he was like he gave them information. He's basically why the Black Panthers disbanded because they killed a man named Compton who was like I think that was his name. He was like really high on the Black Panther. He was like a 20-something-year-old man. He would
yeah.
preach freedom and things. And eventually they assassinated him with this guy's with the informant, and the Black Panther Party sort of died in the '60s and it got resurrected in the '70s by women, which a lot of people didn't know. And then it died in the '70s again, and then it sort of just became what it is now.
The
The things the
you
government
see
does to like, I don't know if it's for money, for control, or for both. I don't know what
Control.
it is, but
It's
it's
got to be control.
it's weird.
there's no profit in peace. So there's the only way to keep the money flowing and to maintain control, and that is complete and utter destruction.
But Black Panther's a perfect example for this too. What they started off doing was giving off free meals basically to people to their neighborhood. That's what they were like, neighborhood watch essentially. They're
No,
giving free
they're
meals to kids. They
yeah.
fed like over 10,000 kids, right? And they helped black men who were wrongly accused in prison. And they had the weapons, but that was legal. In California, you were able to have a weapon on you; it just couldn't be concealed. Hence, why they were always waving it in the air. But they weren't using it as a threat; they're using it as a defensive mechanism. So when a cop pulled a black man over, they would stand there. And I remember listening to an interview from a Black Panther who was still alive, who was in jail. He said that
Mm.
one time the cops cocked their gun, and there was a line of Black Panthers straight down the street, and all of them cocked their gun at the same time. They were waiting for the first shot to be fired because they never initiated it, hence the name Black Panthers. But yeah, there's just a lot of bullshit revolving around them
All
because
gangs are
the government's
created
got
like
lies.
first for like protection. Every single gang's
That's
Yeah.
that's how they
true.
start.
Well, somewhat. I can't say for the gangs like the Crips and stuff. I don't know much about them, but them
Originally, the
and
Crips were
Same thing.
were the same thing, but over time, see, over
Really?
time, gangs progressed because back in the day, like, it was all code. It was like we don't bring this into the neighborhood; we protect the neighborhood. So when everything was happening, the destruction of the black family, crack being introduced, the gang slowly lost their morals and became what they were now. Tookie Williams is an example of that. When he started, I guess the Crips, it was about code, it was about honor, and it completely switched when
It's
I
like
guess the
more like
OGs stopped when the OGs stopped, I guess, being OGs. Stop trying to they stopped telling, the younger ones like, yo, we don't do this here. This ain't what we do. So everything just kind of went out the door.
I think the Black Panthers were like created more. It's like Crips blood. I think that was more for the streets. It's like to protect like their streets.
It was
And
they
I
all
were
think
a
protected
community.
street.
Yeah, they were a
yeah,
community based
and I
group,
think
but
Black
they
Panther
were
was
never
more
violent.
just a little strong, like a little bit more where it was for like not just their like their community, but for like Black people,
See,
like
you
Black
see
just
these
Panthers
photos
protect
of the
was.
Black
everybody.
Mhm.
Panther. You see photos of the Black Panther. You always see them wielding weapons and all this stuff as if they're like this violent group. But that's not the case at all. They're like the most passive group. I mean, they won't let you fuck with them, and especially with Huey Newton being their leader too. He studied law and all this stuff before he went to jail, you know, and he went to jail on bullshit charges, by the way, and got convicted for it. But it's like,
Right.
I just, and then this is why another reason why I like Malcolm X. I'm not comparing the two, Malcolm X and MLK. I know they stand for different things, but normally when people talk about freedom, they talk about those two. But this is why Malcolm X, in my opinion, was far superior when it came to speaking the truth than any other black man in history as well. I stand with eye for an eye, 100%. Like Martin Luther King was like peace and turn the other cheek, and Malcolm X was like, if they hit you, hit them back, and that's how it should be. Like, aren't you? I heard this other quote. This black man once said, I don't know if you guys heard it, but it was like, if you're turning the other cheek way too much, it's because, or if you have to be the bigger man too often, it's because you're hanging around smaller people, and you got to stop doing that. So I feel like it has to be an eye for an eye. You know, at some point you can be the bigger man, but at another point, you don't have to beat their ass at some point, not physically, but you know.
So you're more of a Magneto kind of guy?
Yeah, I suppose I would stand with that.
I mean
instead of the whole peaceful unity thing. I mean, look how it turned out.
I mean that's what those characters were based off. Magneto was Malcolm. No, it was Malcolm. Yeah, Malcolm X, and Xavier was MLK, Martin Luther.
I see the parallel.
You notice how Magneto somewhat became the villain.
Yeah,
they both
had
similar ideas with different execution.
100% with Magneto then. 100%. I mean, I do love peace and unity, but come on, that's not gonna exist ever. And saying stuff like that would get people to be like, you don't know that, or you don't know, like the Black Lives Matter thing. That caused more division than for white people to black people.
Which it shouldn't have.
No, it should be quite simple, shouldn't it?
Like, one of the things that got me during that time last year, I was up in Sheboygan, and I know I'm a very miscellaneous looking human being, but this fool, I had my tacos, I was waiting on the bus, and this overgrown dude was just walked up to me, I guess didn't even look me in the face, and proceeded to have the most blatantly racist, just going a tirade basically. And I was like, should I be passive right now? Or should I tell him what's up? But no, I listened, and he made everything that was going on at that time just seem like it was the absolute worst. Not without even looking at the root of the issue. You just look at the aftermath of the issue.
Was it a white man?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured.
And so so the whole time he was like, oh, they complaining about how they're being treated in America. Why don't they just go back to where they came from? Or
and was that George Bush?
No, that's just my stereotypical white guy voice. It's just why this woman in my office was going on about Black Lives Matter. In my mind, I was calling her a monkey. It's like, bro, you really don't know what you're talking about. It is not as divisive as you think. As someone who is unapologetically Black as I am, and this dude is trying to tell me, oh, by saying Black Lives Matter is divisive, all lives matter. Can they matter until everyone lives matter? Because when people say all lives matter, they're saying, no. You're talking about you, and I get that, but what about me, though?
Having logic with these people wouldn't make any sense. I don't understand. And the thing about this conversation too is that people for some reason find it inappropriate, or sort of like it's debatable, like it's something that shouldn't be brought up. It's so strange to me. Like, we're just talking about human rights, and people find it so offensive or so like taboo to speak this. You can't say Black Lives Matter because you might offend someone. How the fuck does that offend someone? I don't get it. Or maybe it's the fact that they hate police or police brutality or some shit. Maybe that's.
Oh, I'm sorry. I live next to a police station. Me personally. And what terrifies me, I mean, I've already been arrested and put in jail once. What I don't want to happen is for one time where I am walking to work at 9:00 at night, and I fit a quote unquote description, and I end up on the 6 o'clock news because you know I've been racially profiled, or a cop became a little too aggressive, or what I'm saying, they just feel like added another name to the list. I no, mm-mm. It, it's a whole lot that people just say, oh, why are they saying Black Lives Matter? Yeah, you, but we say that for the reason that no one's talking about, because we're dying at an incredibly unproportionate rate. You're killing us.
As for babies, did you know black babies are like 5 times more likely to die than white babies?
I
Isn't that
did not
wild?
know that.
Yeah,
It is incredibly
they're
wild.
incredibly more likely to die because of the doctor's fault, or maybe the nurse's fault or something. But they're way likely more to die than white babies are to die. Funny enough.
Wait, is that a statement in America or
Yeah,
in general?
that's a fact.
Oh, in
No, I
America.
think I'm in America. Yeah,
Okay.
it's
It's
true.
like saying in China that if a daughter is born, they kill the daughter. It's like it's different struggles for different places, but you know what I'm saying?
Well, they don't
Right
have to
now,
anymore. They don't have to anymore. They could have a second child now.
really,
Yeah.
does it have to be a male or female?
No, you know why they like killed the girl babies? Because they want a man so they could keep on going with their lineage. That's why they want a boy. Because a girl doesn't do that. A girl ends up with another man that like keeps pushing their lineage, not theirs.
I'm
the
sure
only
that makes
reason why.
sense in some sort of.
Yeah, that's the reason why they
mindset.
never kept the if they had a girl and that was their one child, it would suck for them. But in their reasoning.
That is some twisted stuff right
But now
there.
they have two, so it's fine.
You want to know something else?
So dumb.
God forbid this woman has triplets.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So wait, where you say,
I know that in places of impoverishment, so like where there's black people, I'm not sure where. I would say Africa, but that seems just racially motivated. I feel like, I read this article a while ago that they would drop water and food and stuff and lace it with the birth control, so the women start to stop having babies. So instead of like actually sending help, they like to control women, even that has nothing to do with their country. Isn't that funny?
It's weird.
It's strange, isn't it?
Every other country has their weird like rules or the way they do stuff. Like same thing with like here in America, like the way they do stuff is so weird. But then you start learning about other countries and the way they do their stuff, and it's even more weird.
Yeah. Places can be strange. It's like North Korea and stuff too. Like places like that can be very strange with their laws.
But
I mean, now in charge.
No, and then if we kind of bring it back to like what we're talking about in the beginning, you know what makes it even worse when it comes to those kind of conversations is that people don't know how to communicate
at all.
That seems to be a thing.
They don't like to listen, or they don't like to like have a one-on-one conversation with people
at all.
No, it's because they're they're stuck in their ways. They're stuck in their minds. Like my way is the correct way, and anything against that would be the incorrect way.
And they're like lazy, and they're lazy to like even argue about it because they just wanna know what they know, and that's it. They don't want to like have to talk.
People just
want
to be right.
Like they take things from firsthand too.
I don't know if it's about being right. I think it's more about just like they don't want to argue. Like they're just lazy.
I half-ass blame the media. Half-ass. I feel like if the news yesterday or tomorrow comes out saying people named Steven are stupid.
Wait, what?
People named Steven would just believe it. I feel like people would just believe anything the media says. And never see it. But like,
the end of the world isn't going to come from a comet or
it's gonna come out of nowhere,
or at least not yet. But right now, if someone puts out some Orson Welles World of World stuff on Facebook or TikTok or whatever the case may be, and people gravitate towards that, there's going to be. You thought the riots last year was awful. You thought the riots last year was awful. If some World of World stuff went down right now, I guarantee a majority of the United States is probably you know, another majority of South. Like everything will be up in smoke. It would all be
No,
up in smoke because like,
and
oh snap, the world is ending in exactly 64 days. The aliens are coming. Now, no more toilet paper again. People gonna be taking the wrong things again.
if the world's gonna end, it's gonna end. It's gonna end out of nowhere. Do you think the dinosaurs knew that a comet was like going towards them?
I
No, but
guarantee you the
now we
birds knew.
have technology.
Because birds know everything, it seems.
Yeah,
But
but
the thing about the toilet paper.
it's still a chance of it because if they say that there's a comet coming our way, that doesn't mean it's going directly like towards like right in the middle of us. It's coming our way, but it could be like gonna pass us or something. They just know that it's coming our way.
Actually,
No
the
one is
toilet
gonna
paper
come
thing too.
past.
You know what I realized about America specifically too after our last president, I suppose.
Right.
Yes.
Um, just how it takes one person to sort of draw them out. You know what I mean by them.
Mhm.
It takes one person to bring out like the hatred and the racism and stuff. And I'm not specifically blaming our last president on that because
Mhm.
these people have their own mindsets and they've always been like that. But I just feel like I've been seeing it more lately.
Yeah.
In the past, especially. But and
Ju-
like if
just it.
people,
Mhm.
no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, go ahead, my fault.
And
I'm chiming
the
in.
thing with the toilet paper too is you would think that in the what is it, Pledge of Allegiance, we say, what do we say? Indivisible, for justice and peace and all that other
For
bullshit. I don't
liberty
remember what.
and just
Yeah, and then the moment this virus, not little because it's quite a big virus, happens,
6'9"
everyone
virus.
just hogs toilet paper and like charge you 4 times as much for hand sanitizer, and it's just like that's the America I know. That's how it's gonna
that,
be when the
that's
zombies come.
that's what I see.
Hey, listen,
Like
I
Right.
got
if
no
they like
contingency
double the
plan for
price
that.
on hand sanitizer, that's America. That's
There's
literally
no,
America.
yeah, yeah. I mean, you see the price of insulin. Takes $3 to
Yeah,
make, costs $50 to purchase.
look at a car for like the Charizard. Like it
Oh
doesn't need to
yeah,
be that much
sure.
money. It just like we just made it that price.
Collectors.
That sounds like America to me.
God bless.
But God bless them, man. God damn it.
Listen, as much
Only
as
America.
as much as I hate a lot about it, I ain't going nowhere else.
I would
Where
move to
I
New
go?
Zealand or like Canada or something. And I'm not specifically because I don't like America, because America has, like every other place, good moments and bad moments. It is what it
Yeah.
is.
Mm.
But
As
yeah,
racially divided and as
mm,
much as everything is such a hot button issue right now, 10 years from now, no one's gonna care about any of this.
No,
No one. Like
no, the coronavirus is gonna be another flu.
what
The
yeah,
19
but like
gonna be another
what
flu.
yeah,
gets me through a long unnecessarily stressful day is like, bro, in 10 years, none of this will matter. The PS5 won't matter. This iPhone won't matter. The shorty from down the block that won't give me a hug won't matter. None of it matters.
And so I feel like knowledge and like reading and sort of self education is very important because
No,
that stuff matters in the
yeah,
future.
knowledge and learning every moment in your life is I think like the best option.
And enjoying your,
Just
people be
growing.
like, you can't go to Starbucks and spend $5 on a coffee and things like that. I feel like those
You want to bet?
moments give someone happiness, and that is what really matters. Not the fact that they're spending $5 on coffee, but the fact that it gives them an experience that they enjoy, and we don't focus on
Yeah,
that. Instead, we focus on the $5 that they spent on coffee and avocado toast and things like that. I feel like they're missing the
just getting
point
the
when they say
coffee
things like
is
that.
like the best part about it.
Hey,
Like
for
if
the
it was
person, for the
free,
individual, yeah.
yeah, if it was free, it would have still been like the exact same thing, the same routine for them. It would have like
Yeah.
besides paying the $5.
It's the enjoyment, and I feel like people just they strip that. And so when it comes to capitalism and spending money, I feel like if you don't invest in all this other stuff, then that's the reason you're unhappy. When I don't know, I feel like capitalism and is another thing about America's issue. That's just a whole different conversation in general. So I shouldn't really talk
You know, it's
about
a
it, I guess.
cool place to move to Switzerland.
Switzerland, that'd be pretty cool. Or like New Zealand.
Oh, I want to go to Australia just
Switzerland,
because
like
Australia.
I think it's Switzerland is
Australia.
like the one country that
Yeah.
didn't get involved in World War II.
Yeah,
So they didn't pick any
they're
side.
very neutral. They're
They
neutral.
but
They're
the thing is, like, they're so neutral that they still look bad because they're helping out. They're still helping out like Germany and stuff like that. So like
No, I'm cooling. Like high key.
yeah,
Like
like no, to them
Switzerland
they don't
is
care.
us. Like we cooling.
Yeah,
We
like
cooling. That's kind of
like
what it is.
we just need our country just doesn't want to be in it. Like you need
I
something,
feel
I
like
got you. Or the other side needs something, I got you. We just don't get us involved.
I've read
But
this
it still
book.
looks bad.
They know because they look at us to get involved. That's kind of it.
Mhm.
They look at us like, oh, it's America. They're the granddaddy of it all. You know what I'm saying?
They're
So they
expensive.
look at us to kind of, yeah, they just kind of look at us and say, hey, stop beefing. It's all good. Sit down. I'm gonna get you a lollipop. That's what they expect out of us.
I've seen a quote that says America is just like a garbage bag with a Gucci coat on, and I thought that describes us pretty well.
High key.
Yeah.
You know, with
And
the amount of debt that we're on and things like that.
that's a
I thought it
fly
was-
garbage bag though. Like that's a fly garbage.
Yeah,
bag. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
It's cool, but like,
Yeah.
damn.
You can't tell me that someone
Yeah,
gave you a Gucci garbage bag.
that sounds like America
Got it.
because aren't we like
Yeah.
a teenage like we're like hitting we're like 18 I think at this point.
We are a 250-year-old.
No, I know that, but like in like world age. So
Like math. Remember, like 60 something.
like if we look at the whole world as like a human being, like Rome, like Italy is like 50, 60, a 60-year-old man or woman. France
you
is
meant for
about the
death?
same age. Like we're young. America's young.
Oh, I see what you mean. I thought you were
Yeah.
talking about like the time that Americans would die or something.
No. I'm saying like in the world we're young. So we're like 18.
Because
this.
we are,
What happened, Larissa?
I'm trying to figure out why he's saying America is 18. Like, or is it because
Because we're
the
a young
last country?
country.
Okay, that don't mean nothing. They still look at us as older brother.
Yeah, but
Or like great
we just hit the
granddaddy. It's like,
we just hit
oh.
the lottery. We just have money.
No, we didn't. We hit no lottery as a country.
We have money
We're being-
for the military.
Yeah.
For you? No, no, but military. Yeah, we got money for it. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
China.
Ain't got
I-
money to feed the
Just-
starving children.
Just remember to learn
or
Mandarin.
make sure
just in
Social
case.
Security don't learn Mandarin.
Mandarin, yeah. Mandarin is the second language.
Yeah,
I like the
just in
chicken.
case. Spanish.
Spanish is the third, Austin. We good.
Yeah, we're good. We're chilling.
We're good.
You know, China's like taking over Africa, right?
I couldn't tell you. I hope Akon's being the superhero that he
And
is over there.
I
I'll
don't
tell you
really
that.
mean like taking over, but I mean like they've thrown so many resources to America that they put Africa in debt to like China.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're
so,
also
like,
in debt.
No.
Yeah, I'll have to research that.
Yeah.
Can't take everything face value, I guess, because then I'll be like the media and the people who believe the news.
No, I throw out shit like from what I've seen and saw. That's it. I don't really.
I
don't
just
really
want to.
care.
I just want to move to Akon City. Like that's all I want to do. I wanna move
No,
to
Yeah,
Akon.
he's building some good shit.
I
over
think
there,
New
man.
Zealand is
Yeah.
a good spot, or like New Zealand. They're just expensive. So Switzerland, I mean.
I'd
New
rather
Zealand.
go to Siberia
Oh, good.
or
They have pet bears over there.
Slovenia. Slovenia. Get
Norway's
myself
beautiful.
a nice. I ain't going to
Germany's very
Norway.
beautiful.
Yeah, the language is pretty similar to English.
English
Got
with a
that
bad.
weird. They got not weird, but they got a nice accent.
Yeah. Very strong.
their
They're
accent's
Vikings.
not like
Don't you
that.
want like to have like strong Viking blood?
wanna
No,
rape
Get
village?
yourself a Norwegian. woman.
no. That's the definition of death.
Come
by
on, you're
suicide.
black. They're Norwegian. They have Viking blood. They have you have strong kings.
She's also 7'1", 263 pounds, all muscle.
She'll love
Oh, I
you.
love muscly women. I love big women. Strong
She'll
big
love
women.
you.
Shit,
I
throw me
love
like
a
an airplane. You know what I'm saying?
I love a tall woman, beautiful. I have no issue with tall queens, but you never be stronger than me.
Give me a goddamn bodybuilder. Give me one right now, man or woman. Also, if you're a boob man, I hear that Australia, like 65% of women are double D's and higher or lower, I
Oh,
suppose.
I
So
know some Australian
Wait,
girls, and
okay,
there you
let me
go.
tell you that is
wasn't
absolutely
there
true.
wasn't
There
there
you
a
go.
thing in like Iceland that they would pay like like men to like marry their women or something like a while
I
ago?
don't know. That sounds
I
wild,
have
though.
no idea.
It's either that
I
or they
probably
would
could
have
get
paid
in
like
the.
outsiders to come and live in Iceland.
Or maybe that's one way to get more like sort of money into the city or something.
Mm.
All right,
I
quick
think
pause
because
for a
like their
second.
rates, their population was
Okay.
very small. I think I don't know. This was a while ago. This is a long time ago.
So I ate a CBD cookie, right? And this was earlier before I could fall asleep. Why am I still feeling the effects of the cookie?
Is that CBD? Is that the high stuff or the relaxation stuff?
No,
I forget.
It's the
that's the
relaxation.
non-THC.
THC is the.
It comes with it comes with the relaxation of
Yeah,
it. Where
It
I
looked
like
like
CBD
it
is
just
it.
smacked you
CBD is no
across the fucking face.
psychedelics.
It looked like
high,
it just hit him.
high key, dude. I'm so unnecessarily calm right now, and I love everything about it.
Maybe I should do some of that.
I really do.
I went
CBD
to a
is only
distillery with
it's
them.
CBD is the calm, like the one that just calms your body, like doesn't give you any like psychedelic feelings or anything.
It
Just a
makes
body
you
high.
feel loose. It's great. I got no headache. My back doesn't hurt. I want to text my ex and tell her I hate her, but that's a different story.
Okay,
I'll do
that's not CBD if you're thinking
It's
of
gonna
that.
turn to I love you, and then it's gonna turn to crying and be like, "Why don't you come back?"
Listen. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Okay. So I got a question. As two gentlemen who have dated humans, um, if your ex says to you, and I quote, "I know it's been so long, but I miss you and I want to try again." Where do you go from there?
I don't think I'll trust myself because at the moment I think it'll just be like I just want to fuck, and then after that it'll just be like it'll be more of a selfish thing. I've thought about this a lot.
For which ex?
Uh,
Mm.
well, I was, but every ex I've had, it's like, well, it's 18. I think. Let me see. I was her 15. The like my last relationship was like 18, 19.
The
No,
one I
18.
remember. The one I
18.
saw.
Wait, what?
The one I saw.
That was
What's
my
her
last.
face?
I've
That was the
never
last
seen
relationship.
any Austin's girlfriend.
No, cause I've only dated one girl in Milwaukee. Every other girl was in Cali.
Mm.
And I was
He had
and all of
some.
that was in middle school and high school. Yeah.
So
Oh,
throughout
I mean, does in high school does that one even count? Cause
I don't
we
think it
only
counts
dated for a
anymore.
week.
I don't think we count. No, we don't
Uh,
count that.
No.
No. What I say is this: if it does not go past 90 days, it was just tickle time. And if y'all only last for a week, that's extra tickle time.
I think I forgot her name.
So
Oh my god. Is that, would you even consider that her ex lasts a week? I don't think that's even considering of that title.
nah, not really. Cause that's kind of like that's the cute stuff. Like, oh, we hand holding, you know what I'm saying? And it's high school too, so like, oh, we hand holding and we walking each other to
High
class.
school.
But like, as I guess as an adult, I guess as a teenager, you can classify that as like, oh, it only lasted a week, 2 weeks. It's just like it was a little thing. But when you grown, if it's a week, that's a homie. Y'all are cool and y'all.
No, and then they
I mean, get your life together. A
remember what I
week?
told you?
A
Remember what I
week.
told you? And then her friends like I think like boyfriend at the time told me because we ended up working at like she was like she was into girls. So then
Mhm.
I don't know.
I mean,
I'm
I
not
don't
trying to
know.
say names. That's why.
I know who you're talking about, but like,
Yeah.
you
I
never
feel like
told
it's
me.
okay to say names as long as you don't say the full name. Because I mean, there's plenty of people named.
I
don't
forgot
know,
her name
Kardashian
by the
or
way.
whatever.
Anyways,
There you go. That's what I want to say. God
I'm trying to think
damn.
about. I know it starts with the C, but like besides that, I don't know.
Oh, her.
Carnitas.
Yeah.
Oh, her. Tell me why I came across her on Bumble, and I was like, man, she's still fine. So,
Mhm.
What's her name?
I mean,
No,
okay,
What's her
what
name? I'm trying. Yo, I was to say just type it in the
is it a rare name?
Discord.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Is it a rare name or is it a common name?
It's kind of common.
I guess it's kind of common.
Yeah, it can't be that bad. I say Dominique all the time, and I feel like nobody would ever find out who she is.
I've never dated. I feel like I've never dated anybody with like a basic S. I mean, one, but I don't think that.
Must have been white.
She wasn't
name?
white.
Lorenzo's
wasn't
basic
white.
one? Oh, that surprises me.
No, the last.
There's
No,
anything wrong with
Fuck, what's her
my
name?
last.
Her name is
I know what you're talking. I know what it is. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Can I put it in the chat? There we go.
Yeah.
Oh my god, speaking of Canary, bro, we watched that Harley Quinn movie not too long ago. What kind of a long time ago?
Bird of Prey.
Yeah, god, that movie's awful. Oh my
I've heard.
god, Edna.
Yeah,
I
that's
liked
her
it
name.
actually.
I thought it
liked
was awful. I thought it was just a. I'm
Ah!
tired of these villains
could-
having
I
a
could-
sense of fucking morality, bro.
I could not pronounce it. I haven't seen it.
Can you not
I
pronounce-
heard it was.
What did you call her when you called this girl? Did you? Hey, C, you don't know how to pronounce her name? What'd you
No,
call her?
I forgot. I just forgot now. Like back then, I knew her name. I dated her for a week.
Oh, I can see why you forgot it then.
I'm gonna tell y'all
Oh.
how awful I am.
Go ahead.
If I don't remember a girl's name, I go straight to beloved. I go straight to beloved.
I just tell 'em.
I know.
I just tell
Like,
him.
because I don't save numbers.
No wonder it lasted a week. God damn.
No,
And that's not the worst time. But...
I would dodge it, but then I'll like bring it. I'll bring it up, saying like, "Oh yeah, I forgot your, like, what's your name again?"
God damn, I cannot imagine. Can you imagine if someone did that to you?
I
No.
wouldn't care.
You
I
wouldn't
would
care.
I live the
just
way
make up a
like
name on the spot.
the way I would like the way I want to be treated. That's the way I treat. No, the way people treat me is no. The way I treat people. No, the way I treat people is the way I want to be treated. So if I treat you like shit, treat me like shit.
So you telling me? Oh my god! All right, back to the question.
Hey, listen, it's okay if Austin's okay with it. What?
As long as
If
I
my ex did
understand
that?
it's not in a harmful way.
Listen, if a girl doesn't
Then I'll
remember
take
your
it.
name, I guarantee you're gonna be hurt. You're going to
No.
be in your feelings,
Not
sir.
really.
Victor, if your ex or whatever ex, whichever you pick, which ex you want to make
Okay.
this scenario about.
I got so many
if-
choices.
yeah, you do actually. It's quite
No, I don't.
quite
I'm
something.
joking.
You thought.
From
But,
what I know, it's only 2, 3.
you
two.
listen. I've known this dude, and he knows I've known. All right,
I know you're talking, man.
I've witnessed Victor. All right, I've witnessed him.
Wait, do you consider like high school, like dating people in high school, actual relationships?
I don't.
I feel like it's tutorial, you know?
A tutorial, yeah, it's kind of a tutorial.
Yeah, basically, because none of them. I don't count anything up until I was about 18. I don't count it. Like if
So
it's just some regular like, oh, we kicked it for a few days, you know what I'm saying? We kissed each other's foreheads. It was mad cute. That's adorable, but like, does it really count as an actual relationship? You know what
if
I'm
we
saying?
go by
So,
that, I haven't dated anybody then.
ever.
Ever. If we go by
you're a
that, those
Ken doll.
rules, I've
You're-
never dated anybody. No, I've never been in a relationship. I mean, I've dated one person.
Okay,
After the
so
age of
let's
18.
classify it as something else. Let's not call it dating. In high school, what did you do?
I mean, when people say dating,
was in
they
the
understand
training
what they're
ground.
trying to say.
Like high school counts, you know? I feel like, because, you know, then how would you explain high school sweethearts, right? I mean,
It's the end of
Yeah,
the
but
tutorial.
that exceeds high school. That exceeds it. It's like, oh, then that's you can say that, oh, we've been together for years, but you're 25. It's like, yeah, 10 years. Then if someone says, oh, high school sweethearts, okay.
the camera's
Oh,
off,
shit.
but I'm like
Was he taking
cooking
a poop?
here.
I thought he was
you have
taking a
better,
poop.
I'm in
you
my
have better
kitchen,
lighting than
but
me.
I'm like cooking and things. I don't think you guys want to see all this stuff.
You look
I mean,
Italian
he's making
or French.
he's making chicken fajitas, but
Vaginas.
okay, so you pick whatever ex you want to put in this scenario. If
Okay.
if one
Any
of them
pepper?
says like, oh, I'm sorry, like how things I miss you, yada yada you. Let's hold hands romantically one more time. What would the verdict be? Like what would you do in that situation?
Am I single? Or am I still with
Yes.
Dominique? Okay, I'm single. So me and Dominique. So
Oh,
I'm not gonna consider Dominique an ex though, because we're.
mm.
So I'm not gonna. I wouldn't do it like that. And plus, she's in the other room. She don't hear. That's the main reason. Huh? Shit! She sneaked up on me. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and say. Okay, so if my ex came back into my life and wanted me back, and I wasn't with Dominique,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start by saying I didn't have any malice with any of my exes. Right?
Uh-huh.
Not even my last one. Everything was amicable. You know what I'm saying? I'll
Yeah.
start by saying that. That being said, I would rather hang myself on my thumbs until they broke off than to be with any of them again. There you go. That's my answer. The answer's done.
That is great. That is great.
There's a
That
reason
is
we
great.
broke up, huh? There's a reason we haven't been together for a while, huh?
I
So
get that.
I'm not even gonna try.
I
Rather
get
slit
that.
my throat with a spoon.
Understandable.
For me, it'll depend how I'm feeling. Because if I'm just at that moment and
How
I'm
I'm
just like
feeling.
in the space of like I don't know what's going on. She just asked me to hold her hand. I don't know what's going on, but okay.
Like, listen, bitch, text me tomorrow. I ain't in the mood right now. Is that what
Oh
you do?
God. Just like
It
let me
depends if
go
I'm
to bed.
clueless at the moment or not.
Just like yo, I gotta play my PlayStation. I ain't got time for this, man. But
Because sometimes
Ooh, ooh.
I'll be like in a place with me that I don't care what's happening right now. I'm just happy.
mm,
So, but like if that situation happened when if I was within that energy, like I probably would do it, but just because I would think it's funny.
oh
You are
no,
a savage, Austin. You
you
know,
are an
you don't
evil
matter no
man.
one's name. You do it because it's fun. You fuck our feelings, bro. I'm
It
just
all
trying to have
depends. It
fun.
all depends how I am at in the moment. Because literally, I could literally be very open right there, but I'll still be wanting like be friends. So like I'll just be like
That's what you were gonna
an
say.
asshole or something, but not.
Mm,
But I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just being myself.
you're pretty
Wild.
mean, sir.
Yeah, I
Why
don't
are
know.
all my friends
Yeah,
mean? I
it all
don't get
depends.
it.
Like I said, it all depends on the moment. Like
What about
if
you, Lorenzo? Huh?
Uh,
It has to be finished. I'm sorry.
I
no,
have.
I'm done.
I don't even know how to put which X to put in this scenario
I guess they're all technically the
because
same now. Huh?
Oh, wait. I think I'm good with all my exes. I think maybe not one, but
I
I
am
think
not.
we ended up like
We broke up
in the end.
amicably.
In the end,
There are a few X's that were an amicable break. Amicably, it was
An
it was a
unamicable.
mutual breakup. It was a mutual breakup on for a few of them, but then there are others where it's just like, bruh, I knew him. That was my thought, and or like
Wait, you
it was
knew
always
him?
it was always if you can put two and two together, like I
No,
knew the
I think I
dude
do.
that
Okay. Yep. That's what I thought. That's exactly
yep.
what I thought.
But so there's a few where it's like it was a mutual breakup, but then the other one's just like, bro, some shady stuff went down. Uh, if I would say if in my most recent, because it's been so long, uh, if I guess my recent, I would say that's a maybe for me. You know what I'm saying?
You
It
can't
would
say
probably have
maybe to her, bro. What you gonna
I'm
be like? Oh, I'll fix you
I
in
mean,
about
because
an hour.
I'm trying to decide if it was like the big one, like the last one I really dated, or the last one I just quote unquote dated. Because it wasn't a relationship; it was only 2 months. But it's like, yo,
Let's
we
do the
just
one you
had.
really dated because I feel like that one
Oh,
will affect your
oh
answer
no,
more.
nope, nope,
Oh,
nope.
word? I thought it was gonna be a yeah.
God no. Dad,
God no. Oh shit.
no, absolutely not. The thing is, like, my last big joint, I was 21 when it ended.
How
You
old
know
are
what I'm
you now?
saying?
27.
27, 27. So I grew so much out of that space. Like I was at from 19 to 21 is when me and her were
Oh
just
well.
heavy. Yeah. So it was I
I'm assuming you
was
don't want to
still
say her name. I'm sorry.
I could
Let's say the
uh
first letter. That way I know that you're referring
C
to her. C too. Look at
Yeah,
that.
yeah. But she, it was from the evolution that I've had from then, from 21 until now, like that. I would never want to go back until like that into that ring again. Like absolutely not. I feel like if I went back into that ring, I would end up in an asylum. That's how. That's
Damn, it
how.
felt like that. A ring, bro.
It was toxic. It was, and I was too young and dumb to know it was
Oof.
toxic. That's the crazy part. You know what I'm saying? Because like when I look, I found the old messages in my other phone before it had broke. And let me tell you, we had no reason being
What you mean? We're like there was no chemistry. It was dry
it
ass
was
conversation.
chemistry, but it was an argument every other day.
Oh no.
An argument every other day, and you know what I'm saying? When I barely could hold down the job at that point in my life, and Shorty was dealing the most ridiculous drugs. And I'm just like, there's no reason that we should have even stayed together. But we did. You know what I'm saying? I was about to propose like an idiot.
God damn.
Ew.
I mean, I
Yeah.
proposed too. I can't say shit. So
Yeah.
I was fucking
I mean,
like what 21 or some shit.
oh my God, same time. Dude, I thought I
Could
was
have
such a
proposed to
hopeless
each other. Right?
romantic. Who needs a hug? Come here, bring it in. No, I was such back. I used to think I was such a hopeless romantic, but it just turns out I was stupid. Like there was no reason for me to be engaged at 17.
Wait, what is hopeless?
Back in the day. But no, I was just ridiculous, like 110% ridiculous. But so I don't think I can go back to any ex, even if I don't count high school, even though I never dated anybody in that school, but outside of the school, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole different story. Um, but you know, if anything from that time would be like, oh, like it's been so long since we spoken, let's go get a coffee. Yeah, why not? Let's catch up.
Oh,
You know
see,
what I'm saying?
that I could do. You said hand holding. You said like I thought they were
No,
like
I'm
trying to
saying like an
revive things
ex,
that some died 10 years ago.
not an ex. If an ex were to say like, oh, like I want us to get back together, yada yada, you would. It was like if it's just like something that happened and it never really lasted, you know what I'm saying, like that, or like it was just like, oh y'all only kicked it or something for like 2-3 weeks or whatever, and they're like, hey, it's been so long, I want to go get a coffee. Yeah, why not? Let's catch
Oh,
up.
that's
You know
not
what I mean?
bad. Yeah, that's cool. I
Yeah,
like that.
but I'm never to do the. If anything, I might have to jump forward with. I don't think I can backtrack with
Nah.
anything.
Oh, I suppose
Like,
I can see why not. Now that I think about it.
yeah,
Facts.
I mean, I don't think. I don't think you would back. You just said you wouldn't backtrack. You'd rather hang yourself by your thumbs and be dragged by goats by the Middle East. But
True.
uh,
It's true.
yeah. So like backtracking is never. A lot of women do it though. A lot of women would rather at least from what my female friends told me, they would rather like go back in the Rolodex and like mess with the dude that they messed with before instead of like going out and finding somebody different because they
Well, because they're
either don't want to run up
I don't
their
know about comfortable.
yeah
Mhm. I
either
think no. I think
comfortable
they
or they
yeah, and what they know is sort of
Yeah.
and the thing I hate when they bring up when anyone ever brings up that I hate it the most when they say we have history together as if that fucking means something. I mean shit. Okay, that just means just you knew them for a certain length of time. That's what that means, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't mean anything to me. History, bro.
yeah
History don't mean shit.
No,
When
history
people
could
say
be
that, it's like
bad.
okay.
History.
And the only people that ever say that is people in bad relationships. I never heard someone in a good relationship say that shit.
Mm.
So no in bad relationship. We got but we got history. Yeah. Okay. All right. Bro. Sure.
What's
Go
the
around two
history?
with
Is,
them then.
is it
Huh? Yeah.
Rome? Is Rome your
It's another
history?
rematch. That's what the history is. I don't know, bro.
all that extra one thing. Listen, I don't. If we gonna talk about it, let's talk about it. Let me go ahead and get comfortable. Oh God, we're
Whoa.
gonna discuss it. Let's discuss it. Listen, I never understood why, and it's gonna sound foolish, that throughout an entire relationship or the entire get to know you process or whatever the case may be, that person can't seem to find it in themselves to block their ex or to stop thinking about their ex, but will
See, no, no.
immediately block you right
I
after
don't.
it doesn't work out.
The older I get, maybe that's what it is. I guess I'm getting wiser, but I don't deal
Yes.
with that shit, right? If I say something kindly and they don't do it, I'd be like, she'd be like, oh babe, my ex texted me. I'm like, oh, why isn't he blocked? She's like, I want to be mean. It's over. It's over. I'm not wasting my
These
damn
are
time.
facts.
I
These
know
are
what I'm worth,
facts.
bro. I ain't
What
worth
about if
this
it's
fucking.
me and I'm just like, this person still exists? Like they texted me, like, who is this? Like, I don't want to block them because I'm lazy.
Nah, see that I
Block
think
them because I don't
I
care.
personally would think that's bullshit because if I'm making a big argument or something about it, I feel like that should be enough of a motivation for you to block them. And if it ain't, that means you just don't give a
But it's
fuck. And I'm
work.
just like, why should I even?
But that's a
That's
lot of
exactly what
work.
it means.
I gotta
No,
like.
it doesn't matter.
Do I have
That
to?
means
It
I'm not
doesn't
worth
matter
Do
your
I
anymore.
work.
do I have to call like a certain number to block this number? Like, why do I want to do that?
No, you just go down. You just scroll down your contact list, press them, go down to delete or block contact. That's it.
Okay,
It's not that
what
difficult.
about if that's
I
the
would feel
exact
like
same number gets that person changes the number and then that number gets to a different person and then you meet that person. This person is actually really cool. He becomes your
Don't care.
buddy.
Don't care.
He becomes your
Don't
buddy
buddy.
ain't
care.
no buddy,
Don't care.
bro. Ain't no buddy,
I don't
buddy
But
care.
here,
but we're
bro.
talking about
If
a
once
we're talking about a dude that is not even part of your life yet.
does not matter. Does not matter. Once I
Listen, I
say
said block
that
them.
this is
If you don't,
mm,
go ahead, Lorenzo. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm just late.
like
I
once
wouldn't
I
do it
say,
because it's like because of
listen,
laziness.
listen,
Too
because
much work.
once I say this makes me actually uncomfortable. Why I have this? First of all, I shouldn't have to check you. You should check him before I have to say anything else about it. So the fact that this dude is still texting you, or still Snapchatting you, or whatever the case may be, or saying, oh we're best friends now. No, y'all touched each other's normal spots. Y'all never gonna be best friends again. Once that happens, there are no friends goes out the
Isn't
window.
that
No,
just
friends
called
don't do that.
insecurity?
No,
Stop it.
you
Stop
would
it.
think it
It's
would be
called
called security. I can
boundaries.
see why you would think that, but there's boundaries too.
It's
Where it's
called
like it's
boundaries.
simple. Lorenzo's just like, can you block this person? It makes me uncomfortable. The person he's with, the person that matters, the only feeling that should matter to this person is Lorenzo's. Anyone else's feeling should matter. And if she says, I don't want to be mean or we're best friends or some shit, it, well, what does that tell you? Lorenzo's making that means she chooses her comfortable her sort of this relationship with this guy over Lorenzo's comfortable like feeling. You know what I'm saying?
It's probably
Which
Mhm.
means she puts someone over Lorenzo, which
th-
means the relationship ain't gonna work, which means fuck this bitch.
Exactly.
then it's probably
It's like
just
what
me that I wouldn't care if this
But
person
I
would
mean,
because
block
you're
him or
so
listen,
not.
laid
listen.
back, Austin, and
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
appreciate that you're laid back and stuff. But like we're saying hypothetically, like if she did
No, yeah,
this,
Yeah.
I
you
get
know,
it.
Like I'm not a jealous person. Like I carry
me either.
myself in such a high regard that I could care less how someone is texting you. I only care about how you're reacting to that. And when I tell you that it's actually making me uncomfortable, knowing that I don't care and this is making me uncomfortable, it should not even you shouldn't even second guess when I say, yo, you gotta put that person to the wayside because I got a discernment that, at some point down the line, you know what I'm saying, that, this gonna cross a line. So it's like, oh no, we homies, we cool. I'm trying to tell you that this dude wants to stick his pinky in you, and you not listening to me.
See,
So when
I'm okay with that. If Dominique talked to other dudes and stuff, that's fine. You know, it's whatever. It don't matter to me. But if they talk to her like that, which they obviously will, because straight men got some audacity. Let me tell you, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with these motherfuckers, but they do not care who's in a relationship. It's just wild. So you know, if a straight dude's texting your girl, he gonna try to holler at her. He ain't trying to make sure she's doing okay. He's trying to make sure that she's a little down, right? So maybe he can sneak attack that bitch for extra damage or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I
yeah,
don't trust dudes, and it's okay if they
li-
talk to them, right?
mhm.
But the moment he starts to get a little like, you know what I'm saying, a little peeking the boundary, that's when I'm like, that's enough.
And then once
I don't control her, and she knows that she would have blocked me. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? We have that communication because we had that there already. But I'm just saying.
but like once, and like I said, cannot be. I'm not jealous unless there's a reason. Once I see that it's happening, it's continuing to happen, and you're actively choosing not to put a stop to it after I've voiced my opinion, and I see that you like that it's happening. You like that this dude is fawning over you and he's trying to get your attention. And I'm saying, yo, and it's like, I told you this is what it is, this is what it ain't, and you still trying to make this thing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over here because I don't got time to be caught in the middle of whatever emotion you feeling towards this dude. I'm right here. Like
Let me find out she likes me in pain, bro. Next time we walking down some stairs, I'm about to trip her ass, and then I'm gonna just gonna be laughing, bro. Let me find out she like me being in pain like that.
These are facts.
That's sad.
I'm gonna throw a brick at her, but like,
seriously, bro. Make sure we're on the third floor too.
Cause like I've been the dude when girls say like, oh, you probably got mad, thought pockets, and you over here doing yada yada you. It's like,
yeah, you do, dirty dog.
But I'm not though.
Yeah,
when
you do.
I can't stress this. When I'm single, I do what I want. I talk to who I want. I can do as I please. I come and go as I please. If I'm with somebody, then all that goes to the wayside. Like I'm just focusing on who I'm focusing on, and they still have like, oh, so and so is doing this, that, and the other. First of all, you can check my records, beloved. Anything you see in my phone is there. You're gonna see dates, you're gonna see receipts, you're gonna see what it is, what it ain't, when I stopped talking to that person, when the communication ended. You know what I'm saying? See whatever you need to see, it's right there. I'm gonna tell you the passcode, go through, see what you gotta do. But what you're not about to do, falsely accuse me of doing some stuff when you know that you're doing some stuff. Because to me that seems like projection. You're projecting what you're doing onto me, man. And quite frankly, I want to prove it.
Relationships are weird in general. Anyway, I feel like with me and Dominique, we've been together for 3 years. I feel like if we break up, I wouldn't be like. I mean, I'll be sad, obviously, but years later, I wouldn't be like mopey and be like anything like that. But I would probably not want to date again, bro. Because that first phase, that getting to know each other. What's your favorite color, bro? I don't want to send that fucking message again, bro. I swear to God.
Well, you don't have to. You could just go straight to like the top questions.
I mean,
so what do you think about Cuba?
I would ask her about the things I was comfortable with asking her, but it's just like that initial like, hey, how you doing? My name is this. It's like so much fucking work, bro. Fuck that. Yeah, I'm tired.
Just tell like, what do you think about China?
She's gonna be like, what's China? And I'm like, you see,
then later, then that's where you leave.
So what do you think about what's going on in Ukraine? Oh, I have no idea. This conversation is over now.
The dry conversations are so bad. Dominique's terrible at texting, let me tell you. But it's a good thing I'm like a great texter for the fucking both of us. Because if I wasn't such, I may not seem like it with y'all, but with her it is. I know y'all. It's fucked up. I feel like I've been doing good.
At least he brought it up.
You know what? That's right.
But like, no offense to her, but she's a dry ass texter, and she knows it too. But it's like, I feel like that too. That can also fuck up your first impressions with someone too. It's like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? With that first sort of.
And
I don't care what anyone says. Looks matter, bro. Looks matter. I don't care what anyone says.
No, it's not. It's not about looks. It's about if you're attracted to the person. So it's the way. It's
based off what? Based off what?
It's from what you like.
No, let's say she's no. That's the thing. For me, looks are number one.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Not number one. Not the number one thing that matters, but the number one thing that sets off the relationship. You like the way she looks, and then you like her mind, right?
No,
okay?
That's what I'm saying.
Look,
so
and
that's
no.
Wait, hold up. No, and I'm not. But what I'm trying to say is, well, you're attracted. So like to you, this person could like be ugly, but to another person, this girl could be like hot.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Beautiful is a spectrum, you get everyone's beautiful.
It's like looks do matter. But like when people say that, they sound like bad. But it's like no. What I'm trying to say is like what I'm attracted to is what I like. So like if I think this person's ugly, but it just sounds bad. But like you're just not attracted to that person. But to somebody else, that person be attractive.
Yeah.
But like fine, you know it shouldn't be like yeah. Like looks should matter in a way. Looks should like
matter, bro.
I think it's just I think we should change that more to like the attractiveness. Attractiveness matters. Sounds more PG.
Based off what? Based off what?
No one's gonna respond. Listen, if you slide into a DM right now, first thing that girl gonna do is check your profile. You know what I'm saying? Go through, see if you pretty, and then she gonna, you know what I'm saying, decide on whether or not in the first 48 seconds or whether or not she either gonna respond and let you hit, or she gonna respond and just try to friend you. So it's like, bro, looks is right there. I agree with what Victor's saying. It's right there.
Mm-hmm. And vice
So
versa too.
But I'm
She
saying
does
the same thing
to you.
he's saying. But I'm just saying
Right.
it in a different way.
Mm-hmm. Like you're saying like in a spectrum sort of way. So let's say,
Yeah.
for instance, I'm
Like,
not
of
making
course
fun,
it matters.
but like a fat chick. Like if I find her ugly, but Austin, you find her cute, that's fine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That still means looks matter to me. And I don't find fat people ugly. I love fat people, but I'm just saying in general.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
I fuck with fat people.
they could be like
Oh, no pun intended.
a very skinny girl,
Shut
and like
up.
to Victor she might be ugly, but to me I could think she's like cute.
Yeah.
Or like
This is true.
to Lorenzo she could be cute as well.
This is true.
I mean,
Yeah.
my thing has always been, I don't know. For me, attraction just varies. Cause like I am not conventionally attractive.
Yes, you are. Shut
But
up.
let me finish. I am
You're
not
not ugly.
conventionally. I am
Austin,
not
that's
conventionally.
so backhanded. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh my god.
Well, you're not ugly. You know?
Yeah, ugly. I
That's how it
mean,
looks good on you.
What?
You know what I'm saying? It's something like that. It's like, what the fuck does that mean?
I
don't
am
smell
not
bad.
conventional. Shut up, dude. I know I don't. I smell amazing, but like I don't.
I get what you're
I'm
saying.
not. I'm not visually attractive, but sometimes it's just something about. One thing that can be is like it's something about me or something about the person that just makes them attractive. Oh, like really confident. It's like, oh, that's attractive to me. Or like Austin just said, I smell good. I know I do. That's attractive to the opposite gender. So it's like it's like you cannot be the prettiest person, but you can, it can still be something about you that stands out to them that just makes you like, oh my god, like I just want to lick, you know,
This is true. But
stuff off them.
what is
You know
the
what I'm saying?
first thing when you see a girl? Tell me the first thing the first thought that you have before you holla is she's cute because
Oh gosh, she's fine.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it's the attraction, and then after that it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. But
Yeah.
it matters because that is the like the match that starts the relationship.
It matters. See, I get what you're saying. It matters initially, right?
Yes.
It's like because like I said, no one's gonna approach somebody that they're not attracted to. No one's gonna,
Even if
respond to somebody they're not attracted to.
if they give that person a shot, even if they love their mind or something like that, I guarantee you it will still be difficult to be with them sometimes. Not all the times, but sometimes.
Unless it's a
I-
girl that like
Mhm.
think at least like she thinks you're cool as fuck, but like you're not ugly.
Thank you, Austin. Thank you.
Then that's
Thank
okay.
you.
I
You
guess.
just want to hurt my feelings tonight. That's what
But
you
no,
want
I
to
feel like girls is different. I feel like girls be with some ugly. I listen, nobody's ugly, but these dudes that some of these girls are with, especially like on social media, I'm like, bro, what the flying fuck? He must got some mad dick or something. Because I feel like
TikTok
girls
has-
they're more emotional. If you can make them laugh, even if you're ugly, you can get them. But with guys, and of course, it's not always, it's never always. But with guys, you have to be when you want to attract a female. I feel like, or when they want to find a female, I feel like it has to be attraction first. And but girls, like if I just walk up next to them and said a funny joke, that could probably trigger something. You know what I'm saying?
You want to step your up
No.
without even like saying a word. You gotta step your smell game up first. That's
No,
a different cologne.
like I heard one like one guy's opinion about like what girls like. He said cunnilingus and the way you smell.
Wow. This guy gets zero pussy. He said cunnilingus.
No.
I doubt.
No. He's a really cool guy.
I'm joking. Yeah.
That's so good. But
Like anything else,
Okay,
is like that's all you really need. It's to smell good and know how to and cunnilingus, and you know what to do with your mouth.
I
There
feel
you
like
go,
a
see?
lot of dudes get caught up in what they think a woman wants or needs. They think, oh, women want a tall dude,
Oh,
an
wait,
attractive
wait,
dude, the dude
wait.
that smells good, someone who, what I'm saying, has a nice body. But like a lot of dudes get caught up into that, and that's what leads to conversations like what that dude was just trying to say. Like
I was gonna bring up something. I
Mhm.
could think a girl's very hot, but I could still be
Mhm.
unattracted to her.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
Yeah,
that's
because it's the
that's very true.
personality, bro. Because I've seen
Yeah.
plenty of girls that are cute that I'm just like, after they start talking, I'm
Yeah,
like, bro,
exactly.
what the fuck up, bro? This ain't it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like that's another factor too. Like let's not forget a person can be attractive but still be the worst. That's why I said like the looks have to pass the initial test. But like even after the initial test, there are still various other tests that it can even You know, result. If I'm just trying to take you down, then that's the looks is all we need. But if I'm actually trying to like, you know what I'm saying, go get a drink with you, you know what I'm saying, go get dinner with you. It's like, okay, then, everything else has to check as well. Like you can think I'm pretty, but also think that, you know what I'm saying, I am literally the worst human being alive. You're not gonna want to see me again.
Yeah,
But you're still gonna think I'm pretty.
Oh, we're doing it now.
Can I say this to somebody? I know I can't, but I'm just gonna say it to you guys this way. If I'm like very attracted to this girl, but like I'll tell her like you're still not the most prettiest girl in the world, but I still think you're hot.
That is a
You
good
can't,
way to
bro.
get let.
No, I know
That's
it's
a good way to get fucking rejected. Don't.
no
why
no
would you
no.
approach
This is
someone,
me
bro?
being with the like if I was with the person and I told the person that I'm very
She's not
the
gonna
most
be with
the
you
most
no more.
attractive like in the world, but
Like, damn, you low key kind of ugly.
but I also tell her that, but like I'm still very attracted to her, even though I don't think that she is more prettier than other people.
That's okay. You know, if you got a girl and you don't think like, I mean,
Like
if
I
you
like
think she's the most
like
beautiful
I'm in
person
love
in
with
the world,
her.
that's cute.
Like I'm still in love with her, but I could still say that she isn't the most prettiest like person I've ever seen.
Wild, Austin, you
That is
savage,
the
bro. You're gonna be like, "Am I
funniest.
pretty?" You're gonna be like, "Well, you ain't as pretty as Eva Longoria." You know what I'm saying? But you got me.
I love you.
It's like these. Oh my god! It's like oh,
Wild,
baby,
bro.
No, I know it's bad to say, but
It's like, yeah, but you ain't no Selena Gomez. So I mean,
Right.
it's cool though. Like, bro, come on.
Wild.
That's a good way to be.
Austin playing
solo
the chemical warfare here. Hey, no, don't take Austin. Don't take his fucking advice.
And you know what sucks?
shit.
That would be like mentally abusing.
Yeah.
It would.
Yeah.
It would.
Even though I just think it's I just like I'm not
you think
trying to
it's funny,
be.
You think it's cute.
I think it's cute.
You think it's cute. You think it's cute, and then she ends up smacking you in the.
Like I'm not trying to be like mentally abusive. I just like if the question ever came up, and I don't know, I'll probably just answer like that.
Listen, bro, dogs are cute. Telling your girl that yes, you do look fat in them jeans is not cute, bro. You can't be doing that.
You gotta look at what's around them jeans. Like, yo, do I look fat in them jeans? No, that thing look fat in them jeans.
If you do that and she still appreciates and respects it, then that it's over.
Then you know it's the one. You know she's the one.
Yeah, that's it. That's what it is. And I got nothing else to say on that.
And if she can't handle it, that's when you break up and be like,
you caused this war. You
can't handle it.
But like if I keep it up, it's just gonna get worse the more years that pass.
Until she see, I have a feeling you're not the type of person.
No. I'm saying like if I keep those emotions in me, and but the more years that come by, it's gonna get worse. Like
so then why be there?
No, that's what I'm saying. So if I say it there and she can't handle it, then that's why I leave.
Yeah, no, right. I mean, no. After like 3 days, after 3 days, be like, "Damn, you look kind of ugly," and then we'll see what she does.
I see why you
more like a month.
This whole time.
More like a month.
I see why you do solo dolo this whole time.
No, it's cool. You know,
that's why I stay single. Cool. That's why I stay single.
There's gonna be one person out there that's gonna do this.
That's gonna appreciate. That's gonna appreciate me.
Feelings. He's gonna find a girl that's just like him one of these days. Watch. Who mean as fuck. I'm like, Austin, you look ugly, bro. And I'll say like, you too, bitch. And then they gonna marry.
And here's the thing: I never ever want to do like double dating with either one of y'all, and I'm gonna tell y'all why.
What? Why not?
Because I feel like double dating is like keep ups. Like, oh, one couple's doing this and otherwise, why can't you hold my hand like that? It's like, oh, why didn't you pull out my hair? It's like that. Or you know what I'm saying? It's I feel like double dating is just pressure.
What about it's the other way around? What about
or we get to see? Let me finish. Hey, you are literally like a pop rock. Sit down, sometimes.
Jeremy.
Go.
No, I just screamed out Jeremy. That's it.
Jesus, you made me lose my train of thought, bro. Come on.
You're talking about your girl being jealous of the other person's relationship.
I feel like double dating is just like a competition, and or like it's pressure because let's say that couple is just so completely different. It's like it just brings a whole different conversation on how I am with with my significant could be how 100% different how you and Dominique are, or how you and Marianne might be.
I feel like I personally I don't again, this might be just getting older, but I don't see competition anymore. I don't see sort
Nah.
of competing with another. If we do go on a double date, I'll tell you this: I'll probably be more on top of you than I'll be on my girl because we just that comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
High key, I don't know how we are as comfortable as we are. I swear
That's
to
just how
God.
it's going to be, and she gonna be okay with it because she got your girl to talk to. You know, it'll be just like that. I wouldn't be like, let me pull up the seat and then like make eye contact with Lorenzo while he don't pull up the seat for his girl.
Hey, high
I'm like,
key,
yeah,
I'm gonna put that pressure on you too, right here.
I
I'm gonna
have
tell
no
you.
pressure. I would just, I'll make fun of you then in front of her.
But like, I I've never, like you said, as we get older, as for as long as we've known each other, you know what I'm saying. One
Mhm.
thing that the moment I can't wait for, and like I didn't really get to see, be around as much when Eric was having his babies.
Mhm.
He
You
only
know what I'm
has
saying?
one, right?
He got babies.
Legally,
No, no, I'm
let's not
saying
get
like
into that.
that. That's his DNA, his blood. It's
Nope.
one.
Oh yeah, it's
Legally.
just one.
That's a man right there,
Okay.
bro. Take care of other people's kids. I mean, it's his kid, but you know what I'm saying? Take another,
I
Yeah.
couldn't
you
do
know what I'm
it.
saying?
I couldn't do it.
I did it for a year before I was like,
Nah, this ain't me.
That noose is looking real good. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Thing is, I tried. I
no.
tried because like, it seems like for some reason I attract baby mamas, and I don't know why. But yeah, I'm not a I'm a pretty decent stepdaddy. I know how to play, PlayStation,
I could
and
put
I got fruits
nah.
snacks.
I'm more of
So
uncle.
you know what I'm saying?
I'm more of an uncle.
Me too. Me too. I mean, when I was with Felix's sister with Liam, I was a daddy because I felt like a daddy. But like
Yeah,
now with my cousin has two daughters, and then when I go see them, I feel like a cool ass uncle, and I want that
Mm.
yeah.
feeling more than I want fatherhood, bro.
Yeah,
I don't want them damn kids.
I've been an uncle since I was 10, so like I'm right there.
Yeah, that's so
I'm,
weird to me, bro. How that works.
I mean,
it's
10-year
I'm.
old
weird.
uncle.
I mean,
Adoption is
technically,
strange, dude.
I'm.
Adoption is
I mean,
strange.
Oh
technically,
yeah, that's right.
there's a lot of baby. Well, I'm one cousin out of
He's,
like 36,
he's
and I'm
Mexican. That's the.
yeah, and I'm the third oldest. So like,
Mhm.
there's always been babies like in my life, like growing up.
You like babies? Since they always been, they've kind of been just a constant
No, I
influence in your
don't.
life.
I like them,
Yeah,
but I wouldn't want one.
yeah, I get you. What are you,
Yeah,
Lorenzo? You want to be a daddy?
it's gotten
Uh,
worse too with my sister's kid. Like the feeling of like having kids, it's going away.
no
Yeah,
cap.
it's usually the other way around. It's usually the other way around. Like they make you want to have kids. Like, nah,
Yeah,
this is making me not want
baby
kids.
fever is ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah.
Me personally, I don't think I would
Why is my
want.
camera small? Is my camera small on your screen?
No, it's the same
No,
as Lorenzo's.
Oh,
it's
okay.
like
I was
it's
wondering.
kind of like when you face find somebody, it's the small game. But it's a random bite.
Oh,
Um,
some beans.
no, as I get older, I think like I eventually I might want to get married again, have some children. I don't want to be a baby daddy. That's the thing. I don't want a baby mama. That's a big no for me. That's why I'm practicing celibacy again, so that way I don't end up in a
Bro,
bad
you ain't
situation.
practicing no damn. You can't
I am
practice
practicing.
celibacy again, bro. You
I
can't just
am.
do that shit, bro. What the
I
hell?
have to.
But
Okay,
can you imagine the
explain to
priest
me.
can come back, bro? That don't work like that.
Okay, so I was talking to this girl, and she told me because I was like, yeah, because I ended up having sexuals July 4th, and I haven't done it since. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm back on my celibacy joint. So I'm trying not to, really participate in the touching. And what I'm saying, she's like, oh, you can't, go have sex and then decide to be celibate. It's like I could try. I can definitely choose not to partake. So I mean, am I doing this wrong, or am I
I,
doing it the right?
The cool thing
you know that
about
feeling you get. Well,
no, I was just gonna say the cool thing about being celibate is that it's a choice. You could
Yeah,
you could change the
it's also a
choice.
choice to fuck. I don't want to hear that.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I
He
mean,
could
I
you
change.
mean,
He
some
have.
could
people, you know what I'm
change.
saying, unless you're like Bill Cosby or something.
No, what I'm saying is like he could choose that and then later on choose the other thing.
That's wild though. You can't just be like, you know that feeling you get after watching porn. You're like, you just looking at it, and you're just like, this shit nasty, bro. Look at these
Yeah,
pores. And I was like,
yeah,
it's
like
like that with you and celibacy. That's what it seems like. You just fucking, you're like, you know what? God forgive me, I'm going celibate. And then a year later, you're like, whoops,
I
Jessica, she
remember.
sounds good.
I remember when I was 23, working at Walmart, my last year at Walmart, and I was at the top of my game. You know what I'm saying? Haircut every week. Uh, I was in the best shape I could have been in, and you know what I'm saying. And And so I was feeling myself for an entire year. I was stalking like customers, Tinder, Bumble. It
My
was
bosses, they bosses.
nah, I wanted one of my bosses, you know what I'm saying, but she was married. But you know what I'm saying, I was a side dude. I was doing all sorts of runs. So it's like that whole year of just like going ridiculous. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this no more. So I just took a year and a half off. I was like, nah, I'm not good. I'm not gonna do it. And
See,
then
I feel
after
like I'm sorry.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
I feel like the year off that you took, you can't call that celibacy.
I can't. What can I call it?
A year
Abstinence?
contract? A
I
contract?
think abstinence. Yeah, because isn't celibacy saving yourself till marriage?
Yes. From
Oh,
the
okay.
definition from what we grew up.
That's
Yes.
why I'm like, how are you gonna take that back? Like, how does that work? So you're, what is it?
I guess
What is it?
He just calls God.
abstinent.
He has his number.
I guess abstinent. No, I don't call anybody. I just like
You don't call
sometimes.
God? Are you sure?
Sometimes you just sometimes. Hey, look, during, but you know, sometimes you just
Oh
need.
Lord, oh my
It's like,
Sometimes
yo,
you
God,
just
can I get
need a
my
just
break.
like
card?
that too.
Okay.
Sometimes you need a break. So I mean, after this time around, I was like, I'm not, because I high key don't want to do it again until like, I'm in a legitimate relationship because I'm these streets ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm very much so want to get my back rubbed on. I want to give love massages, all that key stuff. But I am very much so not meant for the streets. So I don't want to be out here just giving it up like that. Um,
Do you use condoms?
yeah, I do.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
One time, recently, it was one of those moments where it's like, do we got time for this? Do you have one? Because I never carry one. I feel like if you carry one, that's a sign.
There's a
It's a
Walgreens
douchey.
at every corner
It's a
or
douchey
CVS.
thing to do. I feel like if you
if you
carry
have
one,
one in
there's
your wallet, you don't get any.
yeah, like so like I used to do that in high school, right? Because I
And
thought
you
I was
didn't get
going.
any, right? Yeah, that's how it is. Like, what the fuck? I used to do that too. Like, I can't wait to put this on.
But like the day I took it out of my wallet, senior year, September, the day that the house on the end of the street came out, I had a date that night.
Ooh, what's her
I
name?
took who?
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, Jennifer Lawrence. That's right.
Cool.
And I took the condom out my wallet because I'm like, this girl ain't gonna let me. She let me,
A
and I was
condom?
like, no condom.
What if she
And I
had
was,
AIDS or something, bro?
dude, that's kind of dude. As I get older, that's the stuff I think about now. I'm like, I really risked
That's
my life.
scary.
It's
I'm
terrifying.
I didn't think about that shit either. I didn't even ask anyone that question before. Even with Dominique, we got together a couple like I don't know, a week later we had sex. Neither of us
Mm.
asked that question. I didn't even know she had birth control. I just went in raw. But thank God she had birth control and stuff like that. So it's just like that's wild times, bro. You gotta ask, man. How are you gonna bring that up? Just be like, oh wait, before we start,
You just catch him at the end. I just want you to
get a
know I got
background
no
check.
disease, girl. I'm good.
And I
But
feel like if
like,
you say that, bro, you're gonna be like, this dude got diseases. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna develop like this sort of mindset. Be like, oh, on second thought, bro.
I hate the after conversation. I was like, oh yeah, I'm good, I'm safe, I don't have anything. It's like, bro, just because you have birth control, don't mean that you shouldn't wear condoms.
It's true
You
for
know,
diseases. You know what I'm saying?
so I've met girls who are like, oh no, I'm on birth control, you don't have to wear one. When's the last time you had sex, man? Um, 2 weeks ago. When's the last time you got tested? A month ago. I'm leaving. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna
It'd
go
be
to
like
bed.
that. It'd be that scary sometimes, man. I
It,
didn't even think
it,
about
it,
it until now.
it is absolutely terrifying. Like for, I would say, I was around 25, where I had an entire 6 months where I'm like, oh snap, like my anxiety was just on level 10. I was like, yo, this girl gave me like the big three letters. I'm gonna die. I don't want to die. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't have it. But I was like, bro, like that's scary. So like
That
ever
was the
since
last
then,
time.
that was the last time I ever did it like
That was a
unprotected.
long time ago.
I'm not risking it
Okay,
because that's terrifying. That's terrifying. We acting first of all, we putting our business out here like Austin ain't out here slanging with his tasso.
Austin be fucking, ain't you, Austin? You just be downright dirty, bro. You be
No.
like, you got AIDS? Good. You just be in the car.
That's so scary. But like,
Oh, the last time was like mid this year. That's it.
man, this shit- mm, like it is.
That's
It
funny.
happens unexpectedly. Like if I was in a legitimate relationship, like, and I knew like, oh, that's my person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't out here being polyamorous, and you know what I'm saying? We, just
Motivated.
tickling each other's funny bones. Then I would be cool with, you know what I'm saying? Throwing the comments out.
Well,
But
well, good for me that I know out of control when it comes to condoms because I need. Well, for me, it's like protection all the way, but and like that one. There's one time where we didn't have condom, and this girl was like, "Just put it in." I was like, "No," and they just didn't do it.
nah, good well, she took that shit.
Just
No,
put it in.
I literally said no, and literally just
You said no.
yeah, and I just said fuck.
Spanish
Nah, I'm
speak
good.
even.
Like I'm good.
When
Yeah, good.
you-
No, it's good you said that, bro. Just put it in, bro. Why'd she say it like that, man? That's no, I'm not gonna do that. You're standing there
What-
naked, all nervous and shit. No.
What got me though was one night stands. That's what got me. One night stands. That's I never.
You bring it to
did.
your place, or did you go to her place?
I don't have a place, so I didn't.
Bro, fucking like an alley or
Oh,
something, or you probably went to her.
no, go to her place, or I would say when I was like around 22, 23, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of me going to the UWM dorms or the Marquette dorms and taking shorties down. So like,
Didn't
it
you
was-
go
it
to
was-
like Concordia or some shit? What's that fucking
dude, I
college?
went- Dude, I went to UW Parkside. I went to
You went the one up north. What's the college up north?
I went some
Winter.
places.
Isn't it's a
I went some places.
oh no, it wasn't
I
north.
don't-
It was the one in Kenosha.
Oh, dude, I don't even. Dude, I'm gonna tell you something.
I went to
don't
pick you
remember.
up. That's the only reason why I remember.
Yeah, but I'm just like, what got me was the one night stand aspect of it all, and I'm just like, bro, I took a lot of unnecessary risk for temporary pleasure, and it's like I came out of it with a curable STD and no children. So I was like, this is great.
You
This
came
is
out
fantastic.
golden compared to what motherfuckers
can't-
come out.
Mhm.
Exactly. So it's like I get it. Like even if people don't agree, a lot of people don't agree with this. I feel like in order before I can be somebody's husband, I have to be somebody's thought. So I went through my thought phase so that way I can get it out my
Wait,
system.
what?
Before you can
Oh,
be
you heard right,
somebody,
Wait, what?
yeah, before you can be somebody's husband, or like before you can be somebody's husband or wife, you got to be somebody's thought. So
No. You didn't say that. You said before you could become
before,
a
I
dad,
said before you can be somebody's husband, you got to
Yeah.
be somebody's thought. That's what I said.
father. You said father.
No, I didn't. I said
I heard
husband.
father.
Show.
No.
you
The
mad?
second, the second part you said father. You said husband.
sure.
The first one.
I said
You
thought.
You said before
I
you
said
become
not.
somebody's husband, you have to be somebody's father.
I
Same
said
thing, I guess.
thought.
Yeah, dude.
I said
Did
thought,
I hear
sir.
right, Victor?
No.
I'm gonna go ahead and if Lorenzo said daddy, this would be a different conversation, and I'd be kind
I
of
did not
concerned.
say that.
I'm gonna go ahead and say he said thought. He said
I said thought.
Okay, I heard
Like,
father.
you're-
That's why it
get
made no
your
sense
ears
to me.
checked.
I was like,
Father,
before you become somebody's
No,
husband, you
I-
have to be
so I
somebody's
hate that.
father.
I hate that word.
I was like,
I
what?
said no, I hate that. But yeah, so I feel like before you do, you got to go through your thought phase. You got to get that out your system so that way, when it's actually time to settle down, you don't got to look every which way. You know what I'm saying? Like if I were to settle down at, get myself in a little thingamajig now, I'm cooling. You don't got to worry about me cheating. You got to worry about me eating your nuggets. Or like, you know what I'm saying, sleeping in late.
I don't know, just go to the fire.
Or
Get my
like,
kids'
you know
head
what I'm
to fucking eat him in his face. But yeah, you were saying.
saying? Like, you gotta go through all that. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't agree with that, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not most people.
I'm so
No, no,
I still can't believe I heard before you become somebody's husband, you have to be somebody's father.
All right, this is the last question I'm gonna ask, and then I'm gonna stop asking questions. Gentlemen, as we evolve as men, I must ask.
I don't identify as a man, but go ahead.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
I
Okay,
don't like being
yeah,
placed
I
in a
know,
box.
but
I don't like
I-
being
I
placed in a
ain't that
box,
sensitive.
especially
Okay,
especially
I said
especially a
someone,
box that's full of men.
I fuck with
Us,
boxers.
as gentlemen, as we evolve, do we care about the body count?
You know, I was always okay with like high body counts and shit. It don't matter to me, man. When it comes to serious relationships, when I was younger, I would get agitated, but I would get like annoyed, be like, "How dare she not save her virginity for me when she's 18 years old?" You know, I get like fucking stupid mad like that. That's dumb when you really think about it.
That was me at
It don't matter,
14.
right? It's like, how dare she not save her body for me? Like, what the fuck, bro? I didn't even know you existed 2 weeks ago, bro. Chill. So I don't know. For me, it don't matter, man. I don't give a fuck. I used to, I will admit, but now I don't.
It's a good conversation starter.
Yeah, me and Dominique talk about her past relationships and mine, and we just be laughing at them.
Yeah. I'll be curious in like just like conversation wise. Like I will ask questions. And not in the, like a jealous and not in the jealous way as just like a very curious.
I feel like you gotta hit the known things. One, do you have an STD? Are you clean? Are you clean? And if the number exceeds 100, go get tested today.
When do you ask that? Like, when do you ask that question? Are you clean? When is the most appropriate time you think to ask that question?
You never.
When you're about to go in.
Like an insult. When you're about to.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yes.
Absolutely not. I feel like that's a dinner question.
Dinner question.
First date.
Eating your steak, and you be like, "Hey, so, hey, you got the maids or anything like that? Anything like that?"
You know how? What, you're gonna bring it up? Like, oh, so you know about like how cows are like very dirty, or if you're eating pork, or you're eating pork.
Want anything anymore because you have no idea how to talk to people.
What do you mean?
Oh, that woman a cow.
No, no, I'm not saying that. No, I'm not calling the person a cow. No. Okay, I'm gonna use a pig for example. Okay, no. What I mean is like if you try to bring it up, like if you want to do it, like bring it up, it's like, okay, so you know how this pork, they're pigs and pigs play in the mud. Are you dirty?
Like, and if you be like Lorenzo's right, if you be like, "Hey, did you get tested?" And
yeah,
she says,
it's still as crazy.
Like, are you dirty or what's going on there?
Just saying, are you dirty? It's like you can't even say it like that. It's like, bro, when's the last?
Are you infected? What if she's like 2 weeks ago? But doesn't give you an answer after that? You can't be like,
but some people hear it like that. Some people hear it like that. If you say you ever got a test, I was like, you calling me dirty?
I think that's an insult, but in reality,
no, that's what. Either way, you'll still be calling her dirty, even though you're not calling her dirty.
I don't care. A lot of people.
Well, not all people, by the way.
Sometimes it's not even like AIDS. Sometimes it's like, bro, I gotta know when the last time somebody else been inside of you. So we gotta backtrack every record. Ask them when did they last get tested? Did they have everything? It's like, bro,
hey, you don't go through all them hoops.
And you thought I was crazy calling my wife fat.
You don't go through all those loops, but it's like, bro, you gotta know that you are not being sensually dangerous.
So you come on the first day with a pen and pencil or paper and pencil, you're writing all the dudes' names down, give the numbers.
No, I just gotta know.
What's the American Dad episode?
Well, what if they lie?
Where he gets the girl to get tested and everything. He needs paperwork.
Yeah, that's when Steve wanted Carmen Electra and was like, oh yeah. But like my thing is,
are you gonna be like that?
Yes.
You're gonna get her to go to a hospital, get tested, get paperwork, bring it up in an envelope.
It took one time for me to pee and cry for me to be like, yo, listen, you have to tell me when's the last time you got tested and what the results were. Because one, if I just told you, I carry my results in my wallet at the time so that I can tell people I'm safe in these streets. I have the same energy. I don't
think I ever asked a girl that question, man. I never did.
And
I always just chose condoms. I just always chose condoms. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But not like with Dominique. But like, even if I did, I'd be like, when was the last time you were tested? They'd be like, oh, a month ago. I'm like, so positive or negative. You know what I'm saying? And it's how I gotta say it.
The negative one. Oh, positive. Sorry. Yeah.
Positive.
It's like.
Unless you play Russian roulette and you're just like, well, if it happens, it happens.
Yeah, we don't do that no more. No, we don't do that no more.
Fuck
That's
it,
one
bro.
thing.
One in three
That's the
chances, just fuck twice and you avoid
All
that
right.
third chance. It'd be good.
Jesus.
The odds are on my favor.
And that's crazy because like when I peed and cried, I couldn't even backtrack to like when it happened because
When
I
that
had
happened to you,
Wasn't that
yes,
wasn't it the
I
one
like how you
that
mentioned cry.
wasn't it the woman from Walmart? He-
it was dude. It
Of
could have
course, it was
been
someone from fucking Walmart.
it could have been the college chick I hooked up with
No, it was
or
that woman from
the
Walmart.
Walmart chick.
It was
So
the
it could
woman
have been
from
because I
Walmart.
smashed them both within like
Walmart.
the same time
It was
frame.
the Walmart chick.
So
Walmart.
It was the one. Because I remember like it was yesterday.
you gotta start remembering
Because
my story.
it was a couple. It was
Did
a
he,
it was
did he
a,
call you while crying and shit?
no. It was a couple. He told me the story. He told me it was like like it happened like within 1 or 2 days. Like
Yeah.
Pretty funny.
Mhm.
Not gonna lie.
Like it was a wild year, and like immediately after like I took the pill and waited that week, I was in something else. So it was,
I'm
I
an
was
elephant.
very-
I have a good memory for some reason.
I was so bad
For the unnecessary things, by the way. I can't remember my ex's name, but I can remember the girl that gave you that one thing.
I'm clean
was it?
now. Put that out
What was
there,
that
bro.
one
I'm
thing?
clean
Was
now.
it gonorrhea or something?
Chlamydia.
Okay,
Chlamydia.
well, not too bad.
Yeah, so I'm
Almost
glad like
common.
it was curable. I left that stage of my life fresh.
Did it burn when you pee? How did it feel?
I just said I peed and I cried, sir.
Were you-
put
It was like on fire, or was it like
Yeah.
rocks? What did it feel like?
it
That's
was
describe it.
like
I remember him
it was
telling me
like
this.
razor blades. Just
Oh.
Bro, no pussy is worth it, bro. I ain't doing that. Fuck that.
I was so
Or
scared.
asshole for that matter, because you know.
I was
Get
so
into. I bet you were scared.
Oh, it was so terrifying. I was like, bro, I hit her up. I'm like, and I just made up a story of like I told my friend about last night, and they said that I probably should have wrapped it up. I was like, I'm trying to. No, I'm just trying to say what they said, and like I didn't get a message after that, and I was like, so yeah, this bitch gave me something. So now I'm like, all right, what am I gonna
That's
do?
fucked up.
It is. It made for a very uncomfortable week.
I bet. Like that. I was scared I'm gonna lose my dick and shit.
I mean, I lost fucking gas over it.
gas. Oh, you pretty much
You think that first of all, that does not compare to the emotional trauma that I went through that entire week. All right, we're not gonna say
I didn't get reimbursed or anything.
You didn't. You didn't
You gotta
ask
ask for
for it.
reimbursement?
Yeah, you do, because closed mouths don't get fed.
I should have
Like,
wrote
if
it down
I
in
go
my
back-
taxes.
If I go over your place and I don't ask for a fajita, guess what? I'm not getting a fajita.
We don't make
All right.
fajitas over here. So
Nah, I was talking about
that's the reason why you're not getting a fajita, because we
Too
don't
much
make
material.
fajitas.
Pages are fire, bro.
Just you know, everything I say, I don't really mean. I just saying it just cause.
I'm still not reimbursing you. You don't deserve it.
Yeah.
There you go. All you did was help
But-
him out when he had gonorrhea.
Shut up. That was a real interesting
That's what-
time. Never again. I got stories for days. That's ridiculous. That's the ridiculous part.
I got stories to tell after I get married.
Yeah.
After
gonna
you get
look
married,
at-
as they call her a cow
Yeah.
and shit like that.
Yeah, they are gonna be divorced after 3 months because the record. You won't stop calling her a cow, and she's like, "I'm divorcing you." If you don't stop.
There's stories that I will only tell my wife.
Honestly, yeah.
Are you saving them for that?
Yeah.
I guess I told Dominique stuff that I never know that she's my wife, but I'm in a relationship. I tell her stuff that I was helping other people.
Why I was hoping to have you and her on. I love the dynamic that y'all have. That's kind of, so from what I witnessed as we were both partaking in Korean food. Was that Korean food?
It was Korean.
It was Korean food, yeah.
Yes, this is good Korean food.
She's very quiet, she's a introvert. Very introverted.
And you're an intro, extra, outro.
Yeah, intro, outro in that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
No.
we're opposites, but we're cool.
Yeah.
She's
I
cool,
mean,
whatever. You know what I'm saying? I like
She
her.
alright. She
alright.
I like her a little bit, so that's my
I'd be
homie
better.
right there.
I'm just fucking around.
She's like, I love her, don't tell her. But like I love that dynamic. So it's like You know, the kind of what we did with Miguel and Avelia. I had to ask them about their relationship, and, you know, all that, you know, what they
Yo,
what they did. You know.
do you think like saying I love you to the person you love, saying I love you means lesser than actually than I don't know how to word this. Like imagine if you tell your significant other you love them, but like in a way you don't mean it, but you do love them, but just saying the words don't really mean anything.
It sounds like you shouldn't be in a relationship. and
No,
you should
no, no.
focus on
Like
yourself.
you love them, but like just saying I love you is not. It's not like everything.
I feel like there's too much emphasis on that word. You
No.
know, I feel like because
What I'm trying to say is like,
I
does
don't
does the word I love you matter at this point?
at what point
Like in a relationship, like do you
in the
have
beginning?
just in general?
Maybe not so much. With Dominique and I, we say it, but it's just like before bed, or
Like-
before
like-
we stop seeing each other.
Like,
you
could
know?
two people be together for like 20 years and never say I love you?
It's
Absolutely not.
possible. I
But
think it's possible.
they do love each other.
Ain't no 1920s relationship. No.
But I mean, like, why would you not say it at that point? I mean, if you really don't love them, like in that way, and you've been with them for 20 years, that's like some psychopath shit. That's like some
No,
psychotic
but you
shit.
do love them. Like you show them by like many different ways, but like just the
But you
word. But you don't say the words.
So acts of service, basically. That's what you're saying. Like, oh, I wouldn't be doing this. Basically,
If that's
what
your love language.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. I mean, if you're doing it out of love and she's aware of it, then it's equivalent to saying I
And
love you. And
that's what I was trying to say. Like would it mean more? Like the word, because people can say I love you and not mean it.
yeah, right. outside
Or
of
like,
you.
or they wouldn't even know they don't mean it.
You know when you don't mean it.
Do you?
Yeah.
You know.
I don't think I've ever said it without meaning it though. Not that I've said it often, but like if they said it to me and I didn't, I'm like, dang.
What
that's
about
good.
what about if that I love you means in
That's
in a
cool.
different way? Because I love you can mean like many general ways. Like
I
you could
love
you
you
could
means I
you
love
could love the person,
I think in the context.
Yeah.
In the context.
or like do
But then
like
again,
when
there
would
are
you
many
know?
different
When
kinds
will
of
you
love.
know if you're saying it in like the relationship, like lovey dovey, blah 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 context?
That's the thing I realized too is that one morning, can't tell you what morning, but if you're with someone long enough, I guarantee you some morning, some day in the future, you're just gonna be like, wow, I love this person. It's just gonna be like hitting a button randomly one day. You don't even realize it. Right? It's like one of those things that you don't realize, and then it just hits you. It's one of those weird.
Could you just say
things like that.
once and then like the one time you could really mean it forever, and then after that, just like what, like you're just saying it repeatedly after that?
Jeffrey Dahmer probably did that. I don't fucking know. Some psychopath.
As he was holding the skull that he just recently.
Yeah, I love you. Right?
I
He
love
doesn't
you,
mean it
skull.
though. And that was the real crime. That was a
No,
true crime.
like
right there.
will the feelings mean more at that certain moment when you realize that you love this person than like every other time after? Like what?
It should increase, not decrease over time.
I'm trying
If it
to
decreases,
understand what he's trying to say.
I'm just talking.
I'm just trying to say like like I don't know I don't know how to explain it.
You're trying to say, does the
if you
word
said-
still have meaning? That's what you're trying to
No,
figure.
I
I think that's what you're asking.
I don't think so. I don't think I am.
If you say I love you to a person where you mean it, and then over the course of the relationship, you don't say it anymore because you don't feel it,
It's like saying I love you.
that means you probably have your heart on your sleeve.
Like,
maybe,
love
right?
you.
That means you probably.
Like
do
the
you
way
mean
I'm
it
saying it, like does it mean am I saying it like generally, or am I just or I'm just saying
I
it
say it
just
like-
cause it's a thing about being in a relationship you have to say.
Do you not mean it? That's the question. Like,
Yeah, because if you don't mean it, why say it?
But
Once
no,
he says it, you gotta be like, that's cool.
but what about if you're no wait, what about if you're saying it like that, but you actually do love them, but you're just being lazy about saying it, like, oh, I love you.
You're still saying
This is the third time you mentioned lazy, bro. What's going on?
You're trying to complicate it. It's
Too
not
lazy to block the
complicated at all.
person. Too lazy to say I love you. Too lazy to compliment. What the fuck?
You just want to do the bare minimum.
No,
to keep your
okay,
relationship.
but I'm saying it like I'm saying it because if other people saw this, like, or if you just like saying it like, oh, I love you, and then to like love you, and then to another person that would be, oh, wait, are you guys like okay or anything or something? It's like, oh no, we're good. We just like say just saying it's just like It's like, eh.
It'd be wild because y'all having a good time, y'all laughing and stuff, right? And it's like,
Yeah.
you so funny, babe. Love you. Well, what the fuck?
Hey.
What the fuck is wrong with you? I think they're
Just
fucking
re-
crazy.
just
That
really
word
intense-
triggers them.
Just real intense with it. Love you.
Love you. And that's it. They're like, so anyway, what the fuck?
You know, just go
I'm-
back to chuckling.
It'd be
I
wild.
don't know if it's I just can't explain it. Maybe one day I'll be able to explain what I'm trying to say.
I don't
Sure, man.
know.
Because I don't think
how
you
to
guys understand what
show-
I'm trying to say. I think you guys kind of understand, but like, it's
I
not a
kinda
it's
do,
not a
kinda.
bad thing.
Yeah,
It's not a
because
bad
you
thing what I'm
not
trying to
good
say.
at
It's not a
doing
bad
it.
thing I'm trying to say.
Mm.
It's just if you said it without any emotions or any like sort of
Yeah, like
happiness.
what like does like saying it in general just matter at all?
Depends on the
Like
relationship.
like
I
at
guess.
a certain point, like you'll just get to a point where you're like, I'm
Do
not.
you-
Why am
okay,
I saying the words when like I do love this person, but like just like I can't express like
you
my
keep trying
feelings
to
just by
explain
saying I
How
and
about you
love
it's
just
you.
stop
not
talking to
helping.
them all day?
You're trying to explain and it's still not helping. I'm telling you this now. All right? Because you're trying. I'm going to tell you that what you're trying to say is making absolutely no sense to me.
To you, okay, yeah.
Yes, because if you don't mean it, why initially say it?
I think he means it.
Yeah,
He just doesn't want to
the
say it.
feeling, the
No,
feeling doesn't.
It's like it'll be more like I'm like in general I love this person. But
Okay.
now the word I love you doesn't like show or represent the love I love this like
So
much I love this
show
person.
it.
So why should I keep saying it if it's not showing any expression to the person?
See,
Are
I
you?
feel this way. I feel this way about I miss you. I don't say that every time.
Hmm.
I don't say that to Dominic
Yeah.
often. Where at work, I don't say it. She might say it to me. I let her know though. I tell her that it's specifically made for when I really want to mean it. You know, when she
Mhm.
goes to like California to vacation
Yeah.
and stuff,
Hmm.
then I'd be like, I missed you. And when I say it, she knows I truly mean it.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah.
And I feel like I love you can't really be like that because I feel like if you don't say it to a spouse, they're gonna think something might be wrong. I guess in the beginning of a relationship, it depends on how often you say
Okay.
it. Because if you just say it and then you stop, they're gonna be like, "Oh, he doesn't love me anymore." You know, that's when the
Oh,
insecurities come
okay.
in.
I think I kind of understand. Like maybe okay. I think this is what I'm trying to say is like when does it get repetitive?
It shouldn't, unless you say it like fucking 10 times a day.
Mhm.
Exactly.
No,
I'm very sporadic with my love. I'm very
I'd be
sporadic.
like, "Listen, I get it, bro."
It's
Yeah,
like for
sometimes
real. Like
Dominique.
this is like yo. I sometimes I can be like, just like, oh man, I love you. Hi, you sound special. You wild. And then I give her the kiss on the forehead. Whatever the case may be. It was like you don't say it. You when you say it, you mean kind of the same way. You just like, oh, I miss you, but it gotta mean something in that moment to you. So like, I'm not sitting here 50 times a day. Oh, darling, I love thee. Quite frankly, I cannot do without you. All that other cute stuff. So it's like I don't do that. But when it actually is that moment where that moment, that cheesy, Dawson's Creek moment where y'all laying and y'all embracing the moonlight shining through you, looking around, it's like y'all that's the moment that matters. You know what I'm saying? But all that random throughout the day, darling, I love you. I'm going to the store.
Yeah, I do it with Dominic all the time, right? But I do it when I leave or before bed. I say it sometimes randomly, catching her off guard. You know how I do, like fucking, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to
Yeah.
one up her. No, I'm just playing. But like, let's say she says it, right? And
Yeah.
I love you too. She comes around like 5 minutes later. Oh, I love you. I'm like, oh, okay, I love you too. All right. Third time, I'm like, I get it, bro. Damn. You know what I'm saying? I just be like, I say that to her all the time. Like, man, I get it.
Yeah.
Fucking get it. So
Just like,
that's how it is. That's how it is
it's
for me.
real sweaty with love. Like, let's say Shorty watching Netflix, you know what I'm saying? You come through, kiss on the forehead, I love you. You go about your day. All right, that's kind of, you know what I'm saying, how it would be. But like all that extra. So I see what you're saying, you know what I'm saying? Does the extra amount of saying I love you, does it, it kind of dilutes the emotion
Yeah,
that you
the
feel when
meaning.
you hear it. You know what I'm saying? I get that part.
I
I
think
get
I
that.
think
That's
it's
why.
I think it's also deeper what I'm trying to say. There's
This
more
guy.
like when you get to a certain age, it's like I don't know. I think
When you get
I
to a
think I'm trying to
certain
get too much.
age,
I'm trying to dive into something deeper.
Love
like
is
you have to have a relationship in your 20s, bro. I'm gonna tell you why. Because as you get older, love changes. You know what I'm saying? Teenage years, it's real puppyish, right? It's real cute.
that was
Early 20s,
nonsense back then.
what early 20s is much so a very lustful love. But like as you get older, just like, okay, now I understand what love may or may not be. You know what I'm saying? So you can attest you've been in a relationship since you were 3. So, you know what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
Austin?
my first crush, I was in preschool.
Huh.
I
I
was
My
mean, I
first
was
6. My first
my
crush was
first crush was a
preschool.
boy, I think. I remember it being a boy, my first crush.
No, mine was this one girl in my preschool, and I had a crush on her until I might still have a crush on her right now. Once in a while, I dream about her.
my
Tyler has a
first
growing
crush
up.
was in 4th grade.
Fourth grade. Well,
Fourth.
I think mine was like first or second. I don't really remember. It's whenever my first kiss was, and I don't really remember the place. I don't really remember the time. It's behind a tree.
I'm
Her name was Booney.
I'm
Okay, bro. We know where she is.
okay. Oh, when you guys were talking about like what is it, helpless romantics or something?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Lorenzo said he thought he was one. He
No,
thought he was a
I
romantic.
am
Yeah.
one. Like
No, you're not.
no.
Calling people cows and bad stuff.
No,
That's
I
romance here, bro.
like I love that feeling of like, but like we both have to be in this. We both have to be in it rather than just me
Mhm.
and the other person. Now,
You
or
love the
or
puppy love phase. That's what you like.
no.
That first sort of puppy love, that sort of like initial relationship can be addicting. Though that sort of
Yeah. So like
heightenedness, you know.
you be addicted to that aspect of it. That's why most relationships might not last long. You could be addicted to just the not only the chase but the puppy love part of it. And then when that all dies down, you're just like, well, I'm gonna go somewhere else.
But go help us
You know.
to be certain things. Like no, I mean I think like let me see, doing
Hopeless,
something like
lustful,
no, like helping some, not helping, doing
Just
something
acts of
for the
service.
person. Like
having all
I
those
like doing
too.
stuff for the person.
Acts of service. That's your love language. What is your
So
love
you
language?
No, my love language is conversation.
conversation,
It's
yeah, that works.
talking,
That works.
talking. That's my.
How do you show that's how you know how do you show that you love a
Deep
person?
talks. I think.
Uh,
Austin, you go first. Yeah, you would
speaking.
know.
I don't know. It's either like speaking, being comfortable with the person.
Okay. So yeah, I guess that works because then you're comfortable with us, and I'm sure you love us, but not
Hmm.
obviously in that way. Your family, you love them, you're comfortable with them. So I can see how that could translate into a relationship. You being comfortable and you needing that to love someone. I can see how that could work.
Nah, I don't think it's. But all I know
What
is
about
like,
you, Seth?
You know what, Austin? I'll answer that in a minute.
no,
Mm.
I was just say all I know is that overall, when it comes to having a conversation with somebody, especially when it comes to like a girl, just being able to like be myself, being able to like just, and then the person just bringing it back the exact same way.
Going
Like
it back.
that's what like very gets me into a person, and also being attracted to the person.
Okay.
Mm.
I
I
tell you
don't.
now, my love language is not touch. Not touch.
I like touching.
Dominique is touch. She touches me. And when we're laying in bed, if her pinky isn't touching me, she's gonna lose her shit. You know what I'm saying? Something's always gotta be touching me, bro. And I'll tell you right now, that ain't it for me. I get kind of anxiety sort of when I get touched too much. I realized that being with her because I was never with someone like that before.
I like
My
touchy.
love language, bro. I like touchy, but for like 20 minutes max, you know what I'm saying? Be like, that's enough. If we cuddling
Yeah.
in bed, I'd be like, I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? After a while, it's like, okay, I gotta go. And she knows,
Yeah.
she's fine with it. She understands. But my love language, shit. I don't know. I don't think I know mine yet, honestly. I do like doing things for her, like I cook and I clean and I do these things for her, but I feel like that's more because I feel like it'll help her. But is that because I love her? I don't know. I'm
Survival.
still trying to figure out what mine is. Maybe
That
making fun of
sounds
her. I make fun of her a lot. Maybe that's my love
that
language.
sounds again like acts of service.
Right? I make fun of everybody, so that's kind of my thing. Maybe that's my love language.
Isn't there like
Ribbit.
4 or 5 like love languages or something? Where are
I
they?
have no idea.
That's probably
I know there's quality time, touch, acts of service, um, uh, uh, uh You got a computer right there. Where your Google's at?
You have a phone in your. You have a
Where
phone right there. I'm just kidding. You're using it.
exactly. Like let's not act.
Is yours active service, Lawrence? Or is that yours?
Mine is quality time.
Quality time. That's a good one.
I love spending time with my mate. I love because when I'm with whoever I'm with, you know what I'm saying, my phone goes on D&D. No one else matters when I'm around that person. You know what I'm saying? It's just me and them.
Is that toxic?
I don't know.
Mhm.
I give my undivided attention to them. You know what I'm
Would
saying?
you abandon your friends for them? You know? Would
Absolutely
you
not.
stop talking to? Oh, okay.
Absolutely not. My thing is like I'm so busy because I do third shift. I sleep during the day, and then when I'm not sleeping, I'm writing. And if I'm not writing, you know what I'm saying, I'm talking to him about a possible idea or I'm podcasting or just so if I'm giving you my time, it's like, yo, I love you. That's just kind of what that is. So
See, that's kind of like if someone's aware of that, you never really have to say "I love you" because when you do it, that sort of tells it in its own.
yeah, like
No.
I you know I'm very much so like a cuddly type of person. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like to be real cute. That's just me. You know, music is another. I think that's another form of way like I show love. Like you know, I share my music. You know, when
Oh yeah.
like we kicking it or whatever case may be, I got on a song that I think we both enjoy it. Or so it's
Yeah.
like I find different ways to show you know what I'm saying how I feel about that individual. So it's
I can see
never
that too.
reciprocated. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm trying to spend quality time with you, do you feel like y'all could be with somebody who doesn't have the same love language as yourself?
Me and Dominic, you have to compromise though.
As long
Yeah,
as you
you
have
do.
communication.
If I refuse to be touched, her and I would never work because she's very touchy. It would never work. You have to compromise.
I
Communication.
definitely feel that because, like I said, I work a lot, and I feel like if I was in the same situation as you, like if I was living, I've never lived a significant, but if
Neither
I
have I.
were, so like it's like, how I'm gonna ask you a question after this, but I feel like since I would work that much, like the quality time would mean a lot more because I would never be home. Like I would either be, either trying to get stuff done, writing, working, you know what I'm saying. Then when I'm home, that's kind of like where everything just shuts off, and it's like it's just me and them. So I feel like that would make a lot more. What is it? A lot more valuable with the love language. I guess I'm trying to say. Uh, you live with your boo boo.
I do.
I never know what to call a boyfriend and girlfriend. Boyfriend and girlfriend just sounds strange to me. That's your boo boo.
A couple.
That's your beloved. But
That's my.
that's your. But like, what is? I don't know if I actually like what is it? How is this past year of like the initial quarantine together and you know what I'm saying with how y'all just up in each other's aura. Like how is that?
I I will say a thing about relationships. I feel like people make it more complicated than it should be, right?
Mhm.
Just like everything, they do that with every fucking thing that everyone always makes it more complicated or awkward or stranger than it should be or than it could be. Um, and when it comes to advice from like other people in relationships, people that have been married or people that have been together for a while, they always tell you these obvious things you have to do, like to make the other person happy and things like that. And I don't think you should take advice from them because I feel like 90% of boomers hate their wives, and the people I work with, like on my job, all hate
Yeah.
their wives. It's like, why are you married to them? I don't get it. Me and Dominique, it feels when we first started dating, for the first like a week and a half, we were just friends. We were
Yeah.
just talking as friends, and it just sort of escalated into a relationship. And I feel like her and I still are very good friends, enough to be comfortable with each other, enough to understand each other, and then almost like best friends. And then the relationship is there with the striving of the best friend. And I feel like in order to survive something, I didn't. We both didn't even realize how crazy it is that we've been in quarantine together. That I even got like on furlough, so I was home all the time. She was home all the time for like 6 months. Like in a studio apartment. Before this one, we had a small ass apartment, so we were literally on top of each other always because we had no choice of how small the apartment was. Um, and I don't know. For me, it was never tedious or torturous or bad or we got on each other's nerves, but we get on each other's nerves always. It's
Yeah.
and it's not toxic. It's just sort of that small annoyance, and then it goes away because we both are
Yeah.
just like let's just fucking drop it, you know. Um, In my opinion, people they make it harder than what it has to be. It should be simple, right? If it's like if me and you move in together, it should be simple. The only difference is you throw in a little bit of that special love, you know what I'm saying? That kisses and all that stuff, and that's what you got. It's the same shit. It's
You
very
said if we
easy.
move in together?
Yeah, if me and you move in together,
Hmm.
we were like best friends. We move in together. It's the same thing as me and Dominique, except me and Dominique do a little more obviously relationship stuff. But
Yeah.
it's the exact same shit. It should feel the exact same way. You should feel happy every day. Or you should feel excited, or you should feel. And that sounds like cheesy and kind of dumb to say because I
But
feel
it's
like,
true.
but it's just like it's simple, and that's what we like about it. It's we get each other, we understand each other, and that's all there is to it. So I feel like if you want to move in with someone, make sure you're friends with them first. Because if you can deal with them as a friend, you can deal with them as a fucking relationship. And we're honest
See,
as a friend in a relationship too.
yeah.
So
You said something that really stuck out to me. The best friend thing is really that foundation. Can y'all hear me?
yeah, we're gonna.
Okay. All right. So that best friend thing right there, that stuck out to me. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. That Austin knows. Austin knows this. I don't know if you know this, but ever since I was 17, so 10 years ago, that is
God
crazy. Oh,
damn,
oh God, Jesus Christ.
I'm old as a bitch.
Oh my God.
Also, just
So
like yeah, I'm almost
so
30.
Yeah,
10 years ago, um, like me and this girl have been friends for 10 years, best friends basically. Um, you know what I'm saying? We have discussed marrying each other, like, you know what I'm saying?
do you have one of those
Literally,
contracts like if we get to like 35 and we're still single, we
no,
just get married?
no. It's just literally been a wrong place at the wrong time situation every single time. Like right person, wrong scenario. You know what I'm saying? It's always been a situation like that. And ever since I was 17, like I would want to be with her. She would be dealing with something else, or so I would, from the what was it, from 21 to even to like 20, almost 24, still wilding. You know what I'm saying? Drinking too much, smashing, just doing whatever I want to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? She got tired of it, but you know what I'm saying? But she still, had my back. But it's like that foundation, that friendship, that love was always there. So that when you said that stuck out the most to me because honestly, when you get that, that's all you need at the end of the day, right there. Like even
At that stage, great.
like
After that, downhill. Is that what
Down,
you're?
yeah,
And
I knew he was gonna say
yeah,
that. I was like, downhill.
because
It could be. For
that's
some people,
exactly
it
what
could
you.
be. I was gonna say also this. It made me what you said made me think for a second. I was like, is it possible you think that you guys could skip the one for you? I would say you think that's possible. So let's say like you were in a relationship and you fucked it up. Do you think that that was your sole opportunity for love? You just didn't realize it,
I mean
and
they.
you have like failed
I
relationships after failed
I,
relationships.
I mean they say you get three.
What if, well, let's say we all already dated three people? How do we know we didn't fuck that up already? And what we do
I've
now
thought
wouldn't
about it.
matter because it's gone for
I've
eternity.
had
Like
you
that's
get your
wild, isn't it?
first love, you get your first love, right? And then you get that love that you meet when y'all both on your nonsense.
Hmm.
What is this? That's that toxic love. That's that growth love. You get that love when you growing as a person, and then that final love. That's that life love. That's that this is gonna be my person for life.
But
I've
but what
had
about if you have
two.
all three of them by before you turn 18?
You never will.
But what if you did?
You,
That'd be you'd be wild as fuck.
yeah, you never ever will. You never will. You gonna know because one that initial that first love that's always gonna be when you like either mid to late teens. You know what I'm saying? That second love is either like early 20s to and earlier all your 20s, and then that last love you get that when you grown. That's your I learned and I'm an adult now love. Like that's that right there. So
what
you
about
know the,
what about if you haven't had any of those three, but you dated a lot?
See that
Uh,
means you,
No, I mean the
that
first.
means
I
you
mean the
ain't reached
first
that
one.
milestone
I mean
yet.
the first
That
one's.
means you
You
ain't
The
like
reached
first
that
being
one's pretty
couples
milestone
as
yet.
a
easy.
kid, don't you? You really like being
No,
couples
because
advocates.
No, the
no, that
conversation
means
is better. The conversation is better
no,
if it's like that rather than just a one way.
no, because that means like you're not trying. You know what I'm saying? You don't. Eventually, it's gonna come to you regardless of whether or not you ain't get it yet. You can always get that first one.
No, the first one's easy. The first
The
one, I
first
think
one's
everyone
easy,
got. The first,
but that second one gonna sneak. That second one gonna
I haven't
sneak.
had. I don't think I have a toxic relationship.
You ain't. First
Maybe
of all,
maybe some
you've
people
been
don't need that.
YOLO this whole time.
Wait,
Maybe
what?
someone
No,
maybe some
you
I don't
go
think I've ever
through.
had a
Mhm.
I don't think I've ever
Really?
had a toxic relationship. I mean my last one we weren't I don't think I've ever was toxic with anyone. It was rocky and it was difficult, but toxic is such a strong word. I feel like
Because
I've learned from it
yeah.
though, so maybe it's like on
Yeah,
a spectrum.
Because when
that's
I
That's
hear
why.
toxic
that
relationship,
growth love.
when I hear toxic
Mhm.
relationship, I
Mhm.
feel like that's like, oh, she cheated on me 5 times. I cheated on her 3 times. We're still together.
No, it's like okay, let's not say
Wild.
toxic.
You got two
That's
more
that
times.
love. That's that love where you just grow from. You just grow from that experience. You grow from that love, and then you take that experience, and then you. That's the one that shapes you, I guess, in your perspective of love.
Do you think you need to
So
have that relationship to grow?
yes,
To grow.
I feel
honestly,
like
yes.
I feel like to understand relationships, it's
What
good to have
what about if
boundaries.
you're around people that are in toxic relationship? Can you learn from them?
No, you
Of
can't.
course.
You
I
can
think you
only
can.
learn from your own experience.
But that is your
You can only
experience. You're
learn.
experiencing their experience.
No, you have to experience it firsthand.
Like let's say my
Honestly,
sister was
because
in an
every
abusive
relationship is
relationship.
different. Hmm.
The only thing I learned from that is how to give a mean right hook. You know what I'm saying? I feel
Listen,
like
I've learned a lot from like other people's relationships.
yeah, but you ain't experienced it for yourself though, so it won't
But why
work.
do I want to experience that? That just sounds
It
like a bad
happens.
time.
It first of all, nothing's always a good time. Do you really think, right, that and I'm sorry I'm gonna use this as an example. Please don't punch me in the forehead next time you see me. Do you think that this man's not only wanted to play stepdaddy, but wanted to end it up solo dolo at the end of the day? No. But that was a growth. That was growth at the end of it. You know what I'm saying? Please don't
true.
punch me in the forehead when you see me. But
I have to think about it.
the violence. But you know what I'm saying? Like that's growth. And the same thing, I did not want this woman to leave. But what was I gonna do? That whole relationship, that whole 19 and 21 was nothing but growth. I had to experience that to grow in life. It
What do you
took
think
me down,
happens?
And
Let's
then
take you down. What?
and then I
took me
grew,
down
and then
the
I grew,
darkest hole.
and then I
Took me
grew
down the dark.
from the moment you told me the story. And then it's
You
never.
can you can learn just like history itself. You can learn. I feel like it's not as great as experience, but I
what
feel like it's still enough to
what do you
understand.
think? What's her fucking name? The people that they're gonna kill each other but fake it or what? But then Romeo and Juliet. We learned from
Okay.
that
Wow,
relationship.
No, we did
There's
not.
it's true. When you're
That's a
21,
play.
don't go for a 16-year-old. That's what I learned.
yeah.
That and Chris Hansen both taught me that. I didn't even fucking, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even know any experience of that.
That is
What
awful.
the fuck? Story.
But
Shakespeare sucks, by the way. I said it.
It's
that,
funny because what most people get from that is that true love exists, but then there's a lot of things happening there.
I don't believe that.
The true meaning is to kill yourself. That's the true meaning.
uh, there's a lot of like love stories out there that you shouldn't learn from. I think.
You know, you remember The Fault in Our Stars? Remember that the book and the movie?
Yep. Yep.
After the film, I've seen so many people, girls and guys, both saying they wish they had cancer to have a love like that. Is that not fucking crazy? Isn't that wild? I wish I had
It is.
cancer so I could find someone like that. What the fuck?
I'm good.
Have you seen you? Have you seen you?
I have not seen you. It's on my watch list
Dude,
though, but I have not seen you.
I want this man's interpretation of love.
I know he's like a psycho or some shit. I don't really know anything about
No.
it.
Listen. I want to
He's a
spoil
helping
it, but I'm gonna
romantic.
need you to
He's a
watch
helping.
it, and then we can have this conversation.
He's a helpless
But
romantic.
no. He is a ridiculous romantic. As in, within the first 40 seconds, hello, you. I see you there. Are you flirting with me?
You must be white.
just like I see the light that shines within you.
Dude, this is some Twilight shit.
And
What
this is
is
not a
this?
poem. And this is not a poem.
It's not. It's literally what I get from the show. And what I can tell you is that if love results in the death of people, it ain't love.
I guess it depends on who you ask.
Yeah.
I'm
Not so
going
much
to
me.
sleep.
I would say no, but
I'm going to bed.
I want to see that show. I know they're gonna release another season or some shit. I gotta watch it.
Yeah, I watched every single season. I love it, but it's like, bro, there are girls on Facebook like, why can't I find a man like Joe Goldberg? Because he will kill you. He will kill you. That's kind of it.
They always miss the
He will
point, so-
stalk you, create a fantasy in his head about how you two are just meant to be together because he saw you at a library. It's like, bro, if that's romance, I don't want it.
I see 50 Shades of Grey recently.
I mean, that's
So what?
romance. 50 Shades of
We were
Grey.
planning on watching the trilogy, but the first one was so fucking bad.
The second one's even
was-
worse.
It put softcore porn to shame. Like that stuff is so fucking bad, bro. I
At
mean,
least softcore is nice.
Just listen to the Weekend song and that's it.
no, it's so like the ass slaps, and he'd be like later babies. Oh my god, bro. And not to mention, I know this might be on purpose or not, but let's talk about how neither of them are like. It's. I just
Let
wasn't
it
turned
out.
on.
So you're saying
Let it
just
out.
go watch actual porn.
Okay, Dakota Johnson ain't bad looking. All right.
No,
She's
I loved her in Suspiria. She's good in Suspiria too, but it's just like
she's very pretty. But
They should have just
I'm
kept it in
fucking
the.
slow.
They should have just kept it in the books.
I mean, I get why they couldn't he couldn't take out her tampon and things like that because he did that in the book. But like,
Oh, okay. I understand now what you're trying to say. They should have just made a porno.
am I saying that? Oh, I hope I'm not saying that.
No, you're
That's
not.
not what I'm
I
saying.
think-
But I think it would have been a way better movie if they could actually do like they could do
Rated
like a step
X.
an extra step.
rated triple X.
I mean,
Only showing
You watch the
after
whole
midnight.
thing. Why are you watching Tangle on the floor? She's watching Tangle on the floor.
Tangled on the floor. Wait, what?
She's watching the
Tango
movie
on the
Tangled.
floor.
Tangled.
No, she watched the movie
Oh, it's
Tangled. the Disney
oh,
movie. She's
okay.
laying on the floor while watching it.
Okay.
She watched the whole film for some.
What's a good
God,
trilogy?
Tango's a
Mhm.
fire movie though.
Twilight.
I haven't seen it. Twilight, that movie sucks too. But the movie sucks in an entertaining kind of
Yeah,
way. I'm like,
yeah.
50 Shades.
But he's
I
gonna be a
need
good
to-
Batman. I
He
think
is
he's,
gonna be a
That
good
is
Batman.
I think he's gonna be
He's
a good
goddamn
Batman.
great actor.
Yeah, he is a great actor. He's probably one of the best. He's really good.
He's good. He's good in The
completely
Lighthouse.
agree.
He's good in
Are you gonna watch the movie, The Batman?
uh, Good Times. Am I gonna see it? Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
I
Too.
like to give those movies
You're
a
not really
chance.
a
You know, but superhero, nah. I mean, I kind of am, but I'm more of a horror kind of guy. I do like. I've seen some superhero movies, but I'm more into the villains, and this is why I like the Joker movie. It's just like, thank God we made a villain that's not fucking good or doesn't have a good side. Like, shut the fuck up with Venom. Shut the fuck up. He's bad. Let him be bad. If I see one more villain saving someone, I'm about to become a villain in real life, bro, and blow up
Oh.
fucking.
So don't watch Morbius.
my bank.
Don't watch Craven the Hunter. Don't watch Morbius. Don't
You see, if they're supposed to be, if they're heroes and they do hero things, that's fine. But if they're supposed to be, if they're villains in the comics, they're villains, and they rewrite them as heroes, what is the point?
See, Venom was an anti-hero in one of the iterations of the comics.
Yes, and that's the way they took. But in one iteration, he was an anti-hero. In a million others, he was the villain. Can I get the million others, please? Can I not get the boring anti-hero shit, please? You know how
What?
badass that movie would have been if he was a villain. You know how badass that movie would have been if he was a villain,
Yeah.
and it was rated R.
Why?
That movie would have been great.
Why can't they just make the villain the main character, but like make them an actual villain, and rather than try to
Because he
make
has
them
to
look like a hero?
He's got to be good.
Yeah, just make.
He's got to be a good guy.
Just make him a.
Because everyone
villain.
likes good guys.
I mean,
I'm so tired.
yeah. Like Deadpool
want
works,
villains.
but like everything else.
I want evil. I feel like there's enough superhero movies anyway. We don't need
Just
more
what
villains
evil?
being
Jesus
hero.
Christ.
Yo, you know Venom's gonna be in Far From Home.
That's speculation.
See? He's gonna if he
Speculation.
isn't there, I guarantee he better be evil, and I'm gonna love it. Even if he dies at the end, I'm gonna love it.
Yeah, because in the trailer, he kind of shows up.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, in the moment where you see a person in the room, in the darkness room, like when Peter turns around
I couldn't tell you.
and there's
I
a
don't watch-
room
I don't watch trailers. Spoilers.
that's dark and there's an object moving in there, they're saying that's Venom.
What part of the trailer did you see that?
It's probably
Because I watched the same trailer.
it's probably in the mid. It's when he's in a dark room. There's not he's in a dark place. There's a room behind and there's a person that appears, but it's all dark. But they're speculating that's Venom.
All speculation.
Because they're saying that was Lizard, like the Lizard dude. But then they're like, wait a minute.
Reptile?
Yeah, Reptile. But then they're like, wait a minute. It's
No,
pr-
it's the
not-
lizard.
Killer Croc? No, it's
No,
DC.
that is DC.
it's Reptile, I think. Oh no, it's
Reptile. No, it's the lizard.
The lizard.
Reptile is Mortal Kombat.
not. So yeah, the Lizard.
Don't take my advice, man. I don't know about movies.
Damn it. But no, yeah, Lizard.
I hate them all.
He was they're saying it was him, but then Venom showed up in the MCU in the end credit scenes in Venom 2, and they were like, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
No.
He could be showing up. And then there's a black and there's a poster.
These are lies.
And then there's a poster they release and there's a black spider there.
Let me tell you something. It is speculated that he went to another dimension at the end credits.
No,
trailer.
it's new.
No, in the no.
At the end of what?
Venom 2.
At the end of Venom 2.
You're not gonna
It is
watch
a
Venom 2.
speculation.
Oh, then there you go. Then he's gonna be a fucking hero in the new Spider-Man movie. There you go.
No, he's gonna be part of the Sinister
It
Six.
is not confirmed that he is going to be in yet.
No, that pretty much that confirmed them.
I have to watch
No, that did
Spider-Man
not
1.
What else would that mean? He was watching the
could mean
news
anything.
when Peter Parker, the MCU
Okay.
Peter Parker was there.
Okay.
I do fuck with the video games though.
How
I don't fuck with the
else?
movies.
How else are they gonna do? Like what does that mean then?
It could mean anything, sir.
What?
But it's just right now. It's just speculation. It's speculated that that Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, the Superior Spider-Man, by the way, and then Tobey Maguire Spider-Man are gonna end up in there as well. It's all speculation.
They're in it.
There's also speculation.
They
that Matt
snitched on it.
Murdock-
They snitched on themselves.
They didn't snitch. You see, you here you go being one of them, believing everything you see in the media. You know what? I ain't got the patience for this right now. So we gonna go ahead and close it out because I gotta charge my phone and the movie starts at 9:45, so I gotta make sure I'm there on time. So
Okay, you definitely should.
Mhm.
Austin, want to close out?
No, you do that.
No, I don't want to.
Sup? Bye.
That definitely works.
Bye.
Nah, I'm good.
I appreciate y'all for listening. Appreciate y'all for watching. One love. I am VersaceLaz. This is G Lupe. Appreciate Victor for showing up and having a conversation. Next time we're gonna have Victor on. We're gonna be discussing. It's gonna be him and his beloved. You know what I'm saying?
When? Friday or
Next time we had
Saturday?
him two on the podcast. Next time I had them two on, whenever. But we're gonna have them. We're gonna have a beautiful couple talking about beautiful things.
Next, you know, they're just talking about how bad their relationship is.
Listen, it's gonna be a beautiful therapy
That'd be
session.
funny. Now that's a good parody.
Wait, who's going to see the Eternals with me?
What's the Eternals?
It's a Marvel movie.
You're not coming.
Oh, say less. I'm
because you
coming.
don't know.
Thanos
less, superhero?
Thanos is actually the hero in that movie.
There's only. You're fucking with me. You're
First
you're
of all,
fucking with
no,
me.
stop. No, I don't know. I don't care what spoilers you heard. I'm not trying
That's
to
not-
hear it right now.
That's not a
until
spoiler.
I
That's just
see
a
the movie.
joke. That's a joke.
I also know that Harry Styles is in it. So
Wait, what?
Hot. That's gonna be hot. I'm about to watch that now. I will say this: I like Teen Titans. Those are one of my favorite heroes. I fuck with X-Men. I like X-Men. I think X-Men's the shit. I think like Marvel and DC. I feel like they are milking the fuck out of the same superheroes over and over again, which is why I'm just happy for like Morbius and things like that. And
yeah.
but I do like superhero movies. It's just particular superhero movies, I suppose.
Like
That is
Teen
all.
Titans is honestly the only reason that I might get HBO Max. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, I have HBO Max, and I have the movies and stuff on my watch list, and the animated movies and shit. I don't know about the live action.
The
TV
anime
shows.
movies are way better than the actual DC like live action movies.
I'm not surprised. DC hasn't made a decent movie
A good DC
since
movie.
1912.
This is Man of Steel.
What?
I'm just kidding.
No.
On that note,
Batman.
I'm gonna hop on now. Are
Oh,
you
yeah,
coming
gotta
to
go.
Eternals?
You said 9:45.
Yes.
What time is it? 8:20.
It's about an hour and 20 minutes.
Do I have to go get you?
Well, I can get my own Uber, even though it's gonna be a lot of money. All right, Victor, come pick me up.
Victor is
Unavailable at
no
this
longer
moment.
available. Thank you, Austin.
Please leave your message after the beep. Beep.
There you go.
Anyway, Bistroplex 945. This has been the Word on Ski podcast. Peace.
Bye bye.